Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Bro, I almost forgot it was Tuesday. Oh man. I guess it's one of those days today. But welcome. How is everyone doing today? I hope you had a good week so far. Drew? I know that it's been forever since ZZZ, but you like to put all the Z's, bro? Hi, Kono. Welcome. You're building Zani. Ooh, nice, nice. I haven't logged into Woowa yet myself. She's really hot and also fun, yeah. Yeah. I bet. I saw leaks of her kit, so I have a general idea. But I haven't actually tested her out myself yet. Though, I don't know if I'm gonna pull her. Because I don't have any wishes. So I might try to save for Cardathea. We'll see. It's been a great week. Good. About to say who the fuck. Drew, you need to catch up on Woowa. You are behind, okay? Hi, Leah. Welcome. How's it going? You have the hiccups. Oh no, what'd you do? Do the thing where you know the trick? Where you press behind your ears and then you take multiple tiny sips of water consecutively, like really quickly. I mean, not too quick, but you know, like little sips. It normally works for me. She literally sits down on a folding chair as part of her combo. Damn. See, I know that her like shield sword situation, like it transforms. But I haven't like actually logged on and looked at it myself yet, so I don't remember completely how cool it looks, but it is Zani, so it's got to be pretty cool. Never heard of that one. You'll have to keep it in mind. Yeah. See, someone taught it to me a long time ago. I can't remember who anymore, but they did it for me where like they held behind my ears and then I took the sips and it worked. And so anytime I've gotten hiccups, I've just tried that again. Because a lot of people tell you to do the whole like hold your breath or do something upside down or to drink water and say some weird word or whatever the fuck. You know, like there's a bunch of random ones. None of those had ever worked for me ever. Not a single time had they actually gotten rid of my hiccups, except for the ear thing. So like, I mean, I can't fucking show you because I'm an avatar, but like, you just on both sides of your head, right behind your ear, kind of like I guess the like bone area where your ear sort of connects to your neck, I guess, but kind of up. Just back in that general area. If you press down, not too hard, just a little. And then, well, I guess first take a sip of water. And then, with the water that is in your mouth, just take like tiny sips of it. Multiple times. And then, hopefully, maybe, it'll work for you. I don't know, you'll have to, next time you get hiccups, test it out, let me know if it worked. Pick in Discord of Zanny. I'll go check. You're telling me Ratio is running with an Axa? Yes, Ratio is running with an Axa. A dream come true and a nightmare. This is true. Leah, have you done your pulls yet? Or are you waiting because David's not home? Oh, tomorrow? What? Does it not normally swap on Tuesdays? Damn, so she really just pulls out a fucking chair. That's crazy. Yeah, we've had lots of updates recently, so I started playing the Nikki one on my own. I don't know that I'm gonna stream it. I probably will play it on my own time. But, I'm obviously, or maybe not obviously, but I feel like it should be obvious that I am, pulling on the, like, mermaid siren looking fit. And I so far have 6 out of the 11 pieces. I got the top, the little ear fins, the thing that goes on her head, the like little leg decoration, the arm decoration. So I think I'm just missing like the skirt, the shoes, I don't know, gotta be some kind of random ass accessories after that because I have a lot of the main things. Besides the skirt. But yeah, I'm really excited. And the new dye thing is super cool. Although there are a couple outfits, like not all of them are able to be dyed yet, which is fine. I get it. Like that was probably a lot of work for them to go in and add even just the ones that they did. And maybe hopefully they'll be adding the other outfits later. But there are a couple outfits that you can't dye yet that I was disappointed about because I wanted so badly to change their designs. Because I also learned that... Girl, are you really gonna do that while I'm streaming? Can y'all hear the fucking toy that she's playing with? Does my mic pick that up? Look, now she stopped because I'm talking about her. I don't know if you could hear it or not, but I can hear it. Go ahead, Hazel. Go ahead. Do it real loud so I can see if they hear it. No, you scaredy cat now? You got stage fright? Goodness. Anyways, I noticed that, like the ability outfits, when you dye certain pieces of them, it'll be dyed when you're using the ability outfit. Which, I mean, maybe I should have expected that, but I, on a whim, changed the hair for the snow purification outfit from the standard banner, and I went to go use the purification ability and realized that her hair was a different color, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? And then I remembered that I changed the hair color. But yeah, so I changed, needless to say, I went and added changes to some of the other outfits too, since I realized that that was a thing I could do. I don't know. I guess I just assumed that the changes that you made would only count if for like outfits you put on, you know? But technically, I guess you do put the outfit on when you use the ability. I don't know. Anyway. The update's really cool. I like it a lot. And I'm going to keep playing it so that I can get the rest of this freaking outfit. Do you guys hear the ball? You know those little toys where it's like a track with a ball in it and the cat can like hit the ball and it'll spin around on the track? That's what she's playing with. And it's really loud to me. And I can see that my mic is picking up sound, but I can't tell if you guys actually hear it or not. Because I do have settings on my mic. to like get rid of crap like that. I just don't know how good it actually is, you know? She's going ham. But yeah, so we had lots of updates. So there's the Nikki just updated. ZZZ updated like a week ago, but we're playing it now. It's fine. And then Wuwa just updated. So many things. So many things. The plan is to do ZZZ today. I don't know how long the story is, and I kind of doubt any of you have played it yet. So if we don't finish it, then I guess we'll finish it Friday. And then Sunday we'll start Wuwa. Which, again, I don't know how long that story is, and I doubt we'll finish it in one stream. So maybe we'll finish it on Tuesday. We'll see. But yeah, that's the plan. Also, just a quick reminder, if you haven't already voted for movie night, to make sure you vote for movie night. Okay, let's do this. I don't have any idea what we're doing, but, you know. I'm assuming it's story related to either Vivian or Hugo or both. All good, all good. I was just reminding you. Who is Vivian and Hugo? These two right here. I know you're like behind and haven't been paying attention because of school, but like, do you not at least check Discord when we like talk? Haven't voted because I don't have a strong opinion. I mean, that's fair too. If you don't care about what we're watching, you don't have to vote. We're gonna do her trial. Is Hugo the like Baiju looking character? Does he look like Baiju? I guess kinda, but he's blonde. And a vampire or some shit. Mr. Tall and Skinny. Yeah, he is tall and skinny. You'll probably see him today. I don't know. First, I'm gonna do Girly Pop's trial for the wishes, and also because I don't know if I want her or not. Like, I like her, but I don't know if I want to pull her. She is Ether though, and I need an Ether character. How do you get Baiju? Yeah, I think he just means the build type. Because there's no other similarities at all. Or maybe the voice also reminded you of Baiju previously. You have 28 pulls left till pity. Ooh, nice. So you're saving, I assume. Why is she like beeping? How dull. Did I do the thing? I don't know if I did the thing. Oh, she's just flying? Wait. Wait, okay. It's after the 4th hit. One. Nope, that's not one. Okay, well, I guess I did it. She Mary Poppins. She is. She's Mary Poppins, yo. She's cool, and I like her. I don't have wishes. I keep like trying on every banner and then just not ending up with anybody. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just keep wishing on ZZZ until one of the characters ends up on my account.
You better not get my trust dirty.
Hey, yo! What's that flower? She's got little circles. What do they mean? I'm not reading that. Press to launch a special attack. Okay, have I not already done this though? I'm kind of sad that she lands after like 2 smacks.
Okay. Oh my. How dull. Ambush. Stay away. You better not get my trust dirty.
No, 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 go back. Go back, go back. Switch again. Okay. Burst time.
Who dares get between me and Lord Phaethon?
I forgot. She a hella simp.
Don't touch me. Fool.
The way she just like becomes a drill with the umbrella is hilarious.
Don't touch me. Fool.
I like the like flower situation. That pops up, but I'm still curious what the little donuts mean because I don't think I've triggered them.
Don't touch me.
Oh, is it an off-field thing? Because now one's gone. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Wait.
Oh, this little one is so cute. I'll just explode. How irksome. I'm not a loser.
Okay. So she charges them, and then when you use a special attack with a different character, it does ether damage at the same time. That's kind of good. I kind of need an ether character, and it would be especially helpful if I could use someone like her without them being on the field. Hi, David. Welcome. How's it going? Only have 3 more days as a student ever. He does. 3 more days. And then on to graduation. Crazy.
I'll take you.
It's weird because we've lived here for a while now, but sometimes it feels like time just like flew by. Oh shit. I see. I forgot that I wasn't supposed to be just fighting. I was supposed to be doing whatever they wanted me to do. Activating perfect dodge will accumulate passion strings. Okay, sure.
Take this.
Let's make this quick.
I'll take you. Move it.
Hey, yo. Damn. Okay.
The final act begins now. Seems like an infestation. Want some more?
Out of my way.
No escape.
I just really, she's got knives out her fucking boots, bro. Goodness. Okay. I think I only have like a 10 pull, but we shall use it. Why not? Oh, 2 10 pulls. Would you look at that? What about... Okay. Oh, speaking of those kinds of wishes, it's almost May. That's crazy. All right. Here goes.
Whether it's catching ducks or finding cats, I'm here to help.
Hi, buddy.
Time to kick back
Damn.
and chill.
They're still not giving me Lucy, bro. I mean, I know she's not on the banner, but damn. Are the recasted voice actors in this update? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Seen Art of Catboy? Yeah. Oh, one more. You bottom. Fair enough. Please. Oh, double. Double A. Nah. Another Piper. Okay. Well, I tried. This is literally how it's been for like the past,
This is the path I...
A mission? Take me along.
I don't know, 3 banners on here. I attempt, I get nothing, I move on because I don't have the wishes.
If you need help, call me anytime.
Piper, are you already?
So sleepy.
You're already okay. Well, that means free wishes, right? Right? Right. Thank you, Piper. Last one. All right. So, no, it is main story and not an event. Okay. But then there's also events. Of course. All right. Let's talk to him. Go see our brother. It's been a hot minute. Will we get a last time on ZZZ? Probably not. Probably not. Bro, just chilling out here? What you playing? What is that? What you playing? I want to see. Let me see. You playing HSR? Can you imagine? Okay. Hey, hey you. Hey you. There we go. Question about him? What about him? About Seth? I don't know, like, a super in-depth description of them, but I can attempt to answer. Does he wear a strap in game, or is it just in art? I don't think so, but we can go look at his character after it gets me out of this cutscene.
Eradicate all evil.
If you need help, call me anytime.
Does this answer your question? I guess it's a mystery. Oh, goodness.
A mission? Take me along.
Need something? Go ask my colleagues.
Must not have
Is it
been
time to
collecting
clock out?
electric for him then. Oh, or maybe I
Eradicate
was.
all evil.
Hmm. Okay. That's right.
This is the path I follow.
Okay. Rest on sofa. You got it. Actually. Oh. Fair. Then what's this? What do you want? Okay. You good, girl?
My faith in this time let me.
Vivian? Vivian?
I didn't disturb your sleep, did I?
I forgot how much. Like, I remembered that she was a simp, but that big of a simp? Damn.
When I got here, the other Lord Phaethon said you were resting on the couch and just let me in. I meant to keep you company while you slept, but then I dozed off myself. I was going to sit here looking super cute, hands cupping my face. You know, like the #1 sleepy face I want to wake up to pose. I can't believe I ended up falling asleep myself.
The #1.
What sleepy face? What pose? That was a lot of words in one breath. Are you sure you got enough sleep, Vivian?
Yeah, she don't give a fuck. She
No,
the
Lord
other
Phaethon, I
Phaethon.
was just worried that I had disturbed your rest. Just being able to see you sleeping peacefully is already the highlight of my day. No, my entire month. Though it is a bit late, but... Good
Though
morning,
I guess
Lord
if you're
Phaethon.
playing as Weiss, then in the other scenario, she don't give a fuck about Belle. But like, let's be real here. Who's playing as Weiss? The superior play is to be Belle and have a big brother. Let's be for real. Me? No, you're not. Mm-mm. I'm just kidding.
You're here super early today, Vivian. Is there something urgent?
Mockingbird's death has stirred up quite the storm. I took some
I
time
just
to gather
love
intel.
Belle.
It
She's so
seems
funny.
Someone deliberately leaked the story that Hugo
I like
is an
Weiss a lot
illegitimate
too,
child
but
of
I
the
feel like
Ravenlock
he
family,
is a really
but I
good,
haven't
like,
found the source yet.
big brother slash the character that you don't play, you know?
Could it
Where I
be
feel like
Hugo's
Belle
uncle,
probably
Hartman?
isn't as good at
Maybe
being
he's
the
trying
side
to turn
character,
people
you
against
know?
Hugo
Like,
and Mockingbird by playing the illegitimate child card.
she's just too
I
good.
suspected that too. He could be using Hugo's background to make people believe Mockingbird is just another Top's pawn. To the upper class, Mockingbird may be insignificant, but it has a loyal following among regular folks.
You know,
But after some digging,
I kind
I
of
was
feel like we
surprised
needed
to
that
find
recap
the public
because
isn't turning on Hugo. They're actually starting to see him in a better light.
I don't completely
people
remember
feel
how
bad
it
for him.
ended.
Some relate to his struggles, and Hartman's the one getting all the heat. Public outcry against Hartman is growing, with many believing he murdered Hugo for his
Hugo
own
stole
selfish
something,
gain. Tops is hosting an industry
and then we
summit
got it
this
back,
week,
and that's all I
a
remember.
responsibility
Did we
usually
even get it
handled by
back?
the
I don't actually
Ravenlocks.
remember.
But
I think
my
we did.
sources tell me another family has taken over this year at the last minute.
But we're still looking
If
for
I'm
something.
not mistaken, Tops is intentionally keeping its distance from the Ravenlock family due to the current public sentiment.
Sounds like Hartman's in a pretty bad spot right now. But we know he's not the type to go down easily.
And that's what worries me. Hartman, in all likelihood, must have taken the sacrifice core. And now that he has this bargaining chip, who knows what kind of deal he'll strike with the Exaltists.
Hartman is the
Sorry
super
for
short
interrupting,
dude,
Vivian,
right?
But I need a quick word with Belle.
Oh, no problem at all. I'm sure you have important faith in matters to discuss. Take your time. I'll just be waiting outside.
We can't make our guest wait outside. Belle and I will step out instead.
Oh, don't mind me, Lord Phaethon. I wanted to browse the videotapes anyway. I'll be right here. Just let me know when you're done.
Belle, Lycon's
No.
outside the video store.
He's
He
not?
knows Vivian is with us, so he's hesitant about
Which one
coming
is
in.
Hartman then?
He's stressing over what he did to Hugo in front of Vivian. But
Who's
he
the
really
super
needs to
short
talk
dude?
to us. Maybe you should go speak with him first.
I'll go talk to Lycon. Honestly, neither he nor Vivian is at fault. As proxies, it's our job to be the bridge between
Is
them.
Hartman the police officer dude then? No, right? Because that one was... I don't know. I feel like his name started with a B. Is there like an archive that'll show me these people? uh... Nope. Don't know what this is, but it's not it. Dude from the auction? Who was the super short dude? I forgot. Yeah, I can't remember either. I'm like blanking on all their fucking names right now. Maybe if I... So they got a thing that'll just tell me these people's names anywhere, please. Posted what? Hartman. Yeah, you're right. Okay, well then... Oh, wait, no. You're saying you sent a picture of Hartman? Oh. Okay. I do remember him. He's the one that was rude to us when we were in line that one time, and then we saw him again at the auction. And he was like... We were like, we want that cloak. And he was like, well, I actually only want the stone on the cloak. And we were like, no, we want the fucking stone too, bitch. What's this guy's name? They can't just tell me bro's name real quick? In our little description? Bruh. Oh well, it's fine. Perlman. See, it's the man part. Why do they all have man in their name? No wonder I'm getting them confused, damn it. Okay, I'm following. We're good now. Hartman, shitty dude from auction, Perlman, dead? I don't remember. I don't know where the fuck he is. He gone.
Good morning, Master Proxy.
If they all have man, that's crazy.
Good morning, Lycon. Wise mentioned you wanted to talk to us and Vivian about something?
Yes, it's an urgent request from the mayor, one that directly affects New Eridu's safety. However, before
Also,
we get
Drew,
into the
I don't
details,
know who got
as a
new
former
VAs,
member of
so I
Mockingbird,
won't have any
I'm
idea.
concerned about Miss Vivian. Hugo made many
Unless,
mistakes
like, if
and
they're
betrayed
new,
the principles
unless
of
we
Mockingbird.
see them in this quest.
I'm certain he didn't intend to put Miss Vivian or you in danger. I don't know Miss Vivian very well, and I was the one who took her companion's life. I might not be the right person to comfort her.
All their
but I hope
names
she
are
doesn't
just
regret
like
the choices she made. or lose faith in the
Random
path she
stones or
chose.
body parts with man at the end. Next dude's gonna be like Amber Man.
Vivian's doing just fine. She's actually been gathering intel and has a clear understanding of where things are headed. She might be tougher than you think. If you're really concerned, why not just talk to her directly?
Well then,
if you'd like to
what
apologize,
about-
it should be face to face, right?
That's reassuring to hear. I
I
trust
feel like
your
there was
judgment.
another.
You've always had a sharp eye for people. Would you mind coming in with me? I'd like
What's
to
the
apologize
bad-
to Miss Vivian
The
in person.
enemy girl's name. I don't remember her name either.
No problem. But I'll be staying neutral. Everyone has their own stance on this. And I get where both of you are coming from.
Kaleida, Grace,
As a
and
proxy,
Rena. Well,
I'm
I
just
have
here to make
two
sure
of
you have an
those,
open
so I can
conversation.
check.
I'm not taking sides.
I can
I
check there,
respect that.
Sarah, man.
Thank you.
So Sarah.
Miss Vivian, I'm very sorry about Hugo.
You don't have to explain anything. I'm also part of Mockingbird.
Do his knuckles have
Mockingbird
letters
stands
on them?
more than just game, so it won't fall when fortunes shift.
FHLV?
Hugo had his fixations and ambitions. I also have things I must see through. I'm determined to get to the bottom of the
F-
Exaltists and the sacrifices.
Miss
HLV?
Vivian, as a former member of Mockingbird, you have my deepest respect. You have my word, whatever comes next. I would never harm you or Master Proxy.
Do we think that
As for
stands for
Hugo,
something, or they
Please,
just random
accept my
scratches and I'm
condolences.
Condolences.
thinking into it
That's
too
not
much?
necessary. Mockingbird has plenty of tricks up its sleeves. This isn't the kind of act that ends so easily. Wouldn't you agree?
You're right.
Huh? That's it? You two just figured it out? Oh, that was fast.
Master Proxy, I believe we all share the same goal. Uncover the truth of the Exaltists and the sacrifices.
This is
The mayor
true.
has tasked me with inviting you to take on this mission, and hopes we can work together moving forward.
If the mayor
Do we know
wants to
what
work
patch
with
this
us,
is? 1
I
point
trust
what?
he will demonstrate his
7?
sincerity in kind.
6?
Mockingbird will not serve as a pawn for the powerful. That will
I know
never
that they
change.
revealed stuff for
Of course.
2.0, which I
While the
haven't
mayor cannot
watched
handle
yet.
this personally,
I'm not
he will
gonna
make
lie.
sure we have all the intel and support we
I haven't
need.
watched any of the stuff
Miss
for
Vivian,
2.0,
I know you have your own intelligence network.
but
For some high-profile
we
shady
should be getting
dealings,
close to that
perhaps the mayor
patch,
can
right?
provide you a different perspective.
Is this the last one
Please,
before
take your time to
2.0, or
discuss.
is there another one?
If you're open to collaborating, I'll set up a call with the mayor so he can speak with you both directly.
A lot of I thinks. Yeah, I haven't been doing
I need to
great
discuss this with Wise and Vivian.
at keeping up.
With so many people
So-
involved in this, we need to be very careful.
Of course, I completely understand.
I have
When
no
you've made
idea
up your
as
minds,
well.
You can find me at the Ballet Twins.
This patch. So it ends in a way that sets up for a new one, you think? Okay. Is the story for this patch long? Do you know? Yes. How long? Did you time it? It's okay. Oh, it's not long? Okay. Do you think it's short enough for us to finish today? It'll be done in the next 10 minutes. Can you imagine? The quest isn't even 30 minutes long. Okay, Drew, you asked
This is
about
the path I follow.
Kaleida.
You want to test my hammer?
Oh yeah, that's definitely different. I don't know how else to make her
Hey,
talk.
don't look down on me.
But she's definitely different. And then you said, who else? I don't have Rena. Grace. I do have Grace.
Let's start the experiment.
I think that's different.
Eradicate. I only handle technical matters.
Want to see the red scarf?
Let's start the experiment.
Yeah. She's definitely different. It's fairly close to the original. Rena up here.
1, 2. Yes, all accounted for.
That's also different for sure.
Headmaid Rena, at your service.
So I guess to answer your question, yes. I hate that they're being replaced. She sounds manufactured.
I'll connect the call
You
from
think?
there
She
now.
sounds familiar to me, so I don't
Dear
agree.
friends, I'm glad you're willing to keep working with me.
Hattori!
Sorry
I
about what
forgot.
happened to Mr. Hugo
I
Black.
forgot that you're the
Didn't
mayor.
anticipate things would turn out this way. As mayor, I can't fully condone Mockingbird's actions, but personally, I had a lot of respect for Mr. Hugo Black.
No, because I don't know if we should trust
I
the
looked
mayor,
further into
but
Bringer's map.
because of the voice
The
actor, I
sacrifices
can't
were
help
created by
but
an exaltist
I
named
can't
Landon,
help but
who was
trust the
active in
voice.
Janus Quarter. Mr. Landon passed
Oh,
away in an
no.
accident a few years ago. Before he died, he was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of serum that could turn living people into sacrifices.
I hope to God he's not a bad guy in disguise.
The recipe was lost. No one knows what happened to the exaltist in Janus Quarter back then. But it's clear that after the leader
Can't
died,
trust
there
the
haven't been
mayor, but you
major
can
exaltist
trust
activities
the
in
mayor.
area. Bringer's map marks the
Great,
locations where
okay.
the exaltist's most successful attempts at creating sacrifices were.
Since this person has already passed away and the Exaltists haven't been active around here for a while, then could it be that this is just Hartman acting on his own?
Unfortunately, that's not the case. My sources confirmed that Hartman had been secretly in contact with someone, and they only meet inside the Hollow.
Is it possible it's someone from TOPS?
TOPS is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands dirty. Instead, they just sit back and reap the rewards. Everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place in TOPS and strengthen his power within the Ravenlock family. If my guess is correct, Hartman has gotten in touch with the remaining members of the Exaltists that used to follow Landon, helping them create new sacrifices.
Landon. Now who the fuck is that? What? I really need I need some recaps.
But what's in it for TOPS?
I need recaps
There's
bad.
no way the Exaltists would just hand over their secrets about sacrifices to Hartman, right?
It's because I keep only
sacrifice
playing
outbreak
this
would
when we
throw
get the
the
new
city into
story and then
chaos.
not touching it,
And
so then I
that's when
forget
Top steps in.
everything by the time we come
Taking
back.
control of the situation on their terms. The public will see the mayor as incompetent, while TOPS comes off as the real protectors of the city. And when that happens, public trust will shift towards TOPS. And Mr. Mayor, you might find yourself in an unfavorable situation.
Still sharp as ever, Miss Vivian.
So, what exactly do we stand to gain from partnering with you? Please don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern for your citizens. I'm not some hero of justice, and I don't believe in lofty ideals or empty promises.
We have a common enemy. While our ideologies may differ, we can work together on this. And as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over Mockingbird's death and escalate conflicts within the Ravenlock family.
So it was you behind the rumors. No wonder I couldn't trace the source of the public
Ravenlock
outcry.
is the family that
I'm not the one who
Hartman
started the
belongs
rumors.
to,
I
right?
just helped them spread faster after they leaked. And I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo Vlad as a heroic figure who was unfairly persecuted. As I said
Okay.
before, I had a lot of respect for him, and I'd be happy to clear his name. Now let me lay out my terms for collaboration. After looking into it, I found that the dormant sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only one. There are more places where sacrifices might be lying dormant. Too many eyes are on me right now, so I can't send my own men to deal with it. I'd like to ask you to retrieve
I wonder
the
if we're ever
sacrifices
gonna get
from
to
those
see Bro's
locations.
face.
I'll make sure to
Every
dispose of
time
them
we
once
have
you
ever
do, so
talked
no
to
one will be
him,
able to
it
use
has
them
been
again.
sound only.
On top of that, I've asked a friend to help monitor your physical condition.
I wonder
Maybe
if
even
we'll ever
uncover more
actually
of the
meet him.
potential. Her research overlaps with your teacher's work. You don't need to worry about her capabilities. She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
Void Hunter.
Really? A Void Hunter ranked special investigator is going to be assisting us? And she's involved in our teacher's research?
Is it
That's
Miyabi?
right. She's heading to Janus Quarter for some business. I wanted to set up a formal meeting, but she declined. She prefers to assess things on her own.
Are we
and will
meeting a
reach out when
new
the time is right.
character
She'll let you
right
know
now?
the details then.
A Void Hunter that
So it
isn't
looks like
Miyabi?
you both are on board with this commission and ready to help recover the sacrifices.
2.0 stuff. Ah, I see.
Okay.
Fair. Interesting.
We
Okay.
don't want New Arity
Like I
falling
said,
into
I
chaos
haven't looked at
either.
the 2.0
We'll do
stuff
what we
yet,
can.
so I don't have
know you
any
won't let
idea
me
what this
down.
character is about to look like.
Given our positions, we might not be friends, but we're definitely not enemies. I'll leave the rest to you then. I've got to go. Goodbye.
Well, if we finish this in one stream, then I guess we'll start the Woowa stuff on Friday? I expected this to be kind of long, but I guess to be fair, it's like the little bit of story right before a new patch, so it makes sense for it to not be that long. They're letting me use her.
I would never turn down Lord Phaethon.
Eradicate all evil.
Strike.
Wait, I can only use 2? Okay, whatever. I can't switch the Bangbu? Fine. I guess. I know Miyabi is enough. I could solo almost anything with my Miyabi. I don't even need any other characters sometimes. Maybe for the harder content, but like for this kind of stuff, I could get by with just the one.
Lord Phaethon, thank you for trusting Mockingbird and me.
Okay, so we use her to charge up little off-field thingies. Bro swings in like Spider-Man? I guess it is because he's like the Phantom Thief or whatever, you know?
Has someone already taken the dormant sacrifice from here? Or did the Exaltus decide to relocate it? No. If these dormant sacrifices aren't handled carefully, they could awaken and turn against anyone nearby. She wouldn't risk moving them unless it was absolutely necessary. Did she realize the mayor was looking into this?
Oh.
Did Hartman just make up this intel to get a shot working with us at Tops?
Hi, Clifford.
Been walking around forever and haven't found a thing.
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady bunch. No surprise they've gone downhill over the years.
I heard they were pretty loaded back in the day. What kind of business did they run?
No clue. On the surface, their businesses seemed legit, but who knows what was happening behind the curtain.
Probably something with the sacrifices. I mean, how else would he know about the dormant ones left around here for years? And he was so sure that even if those original sacrifices didn't work out, he had a backup plan.
Backup plan? What could that be?
Well, that's beyond me. I just happened to overhear something while I was next to Mr. Edmund one day. What's Topps planning to do with all these sacrifices, huh? For research? Do you think we'll ever have a normal life in the Hollows?
Don't ask questions you shouldn't be asking.
All right. There's nothing here anyway. Let's leave the Hollow and report back on what we found. And we'll make it just in time to clock out for the fieldwork shift.
Let's get out of here first.
Unsettled. Okay.
Hartman, that fool. He'll do anything to get into Topps, even if it means playing with fire. She's an Exaltist. Human lives have never mattered to her. The more people get dragged in, the greater the danger.
Vivian, I've been dying to know. Who is this she you keep mentioning?
Yeah, I've been dying to know too. Can you explain?
I apologize for losing my composure. Please don't mind me. The she I'm referring to is with the Exaltists. Someone I have a history with. That's why the moment I heard about the sacrifices, I felt compelled to uncover the truth. I never meant to hide anything from you. It's just that, for me, the Exaltists bring back painful memories. And I'm not ready to face them yet. So, Lord Phaethon, please give me a little more time. Once I've gathered my thoughts, I promise I'll tell you everything.
Sure, I won't pry anymore. Everyone's got a past, and you don't have to dig up old wounds if you don't want to. I can see the Vivian I know now is super brave and kind. I believe you've really put in the work.
Lord Phaethon, if we weren't in such a hurry, I'd spend 3 whole hours singing your praises.
Oh, goodness.
I'll make note of this and make sure to get it done before bedtime. First things first, let's track down those dormant sacrifices. The Exaltists have probably realized someone's after them by now. I wish we knew what Hartman's backup plan is. I just can't shake the feeling that something bad is about to happen.
I forgot. We just straight up come in here as ourself now.
Hugo may have done terrible things, but he had his reasons. Mockingbird might be seen as the bad guys by a lot of people, but... Weakling. My turn. Nothing here either. Are we too late? There's...
Oh. Who dat?
I knew it was you, Vivian.
Okay.
What are you doing here, sis?
Random
Are you destroying the
sis.
dormant sacrifice?
Vivian, don't call me sis. I'm not your sister.
Are you trying to stop the Exaltists?
Okay.
I never left the Exaltists.
Oh.
You know what Landon did back then.
Lord Landon did it for the Creator. His methods may have been extreme, but they were necessary. Back then, you walked away. You should do the same now. We didn't meet today. Take your friends and leave.
What's wrong? Are you being forced into this? I can help you.
Help me? Like how you helped her?
Uh-oh.
Vivian, you're crying. You see me, don't you?
No,
You
Oh
have
yeah,
changed
because
a
she
bit,
sees...
Vivian.
That's right.
No need to hide your tears.
I forgot.
know
She like
exactly what's
sees
ahead for me.
prophecies,
You've
and
made
every
your
time it
choice,
happens, she
and I've
cries.
made mine. One last piece of advice. Stay out of this. She loathes you. I won't tell her we met today. Don't show yourself around us again.
Camille! Lord Nathan, watch out! I'll tell you what that was about later. Let's take care of the ethereals first.
Okay, quit doing that.
You two took longer than I expected. Did something happen?
We searched the coordinates
yes
that
and
they had
no.
provided. Most of them were already empty. No dormant sacrifices. Camille, the Exaltists have been actively destroying the dormant sacrifices.
The Exaltists? There's no reason for them to go after the sacrifices, right?
Vivian is telling the truth. I saw it too.
And one of them is someone I once knew. I thought she would leave the Exaltists after Landon's death, but she stayed.
Do you have a history with the Exaltists, Vivian?
When I was a child, I stayed with the Exaltists for a while. Back then, Landon was one of the most respected figures among the Exaltists in this region. A lot happened, and
See,
after Landon died,
I don't remember who the fuck Landon
I
is
left.
either.
I can't turn a blind eye to the sacrifices. I know all too well how many lives have been lost
it, like,
bringing them into existence.
Her brother or something?
Ever since I learned a sacrifice had appeared in Janus Quarter, I haven't been able to stop worrying. I won't let history repeat itself. That's why I asked Hugo to investigate, starting with the
I forgot you were
sacrifice
working
core.
on those.
Vivian.
Please stop. I'm not looking for comfort. I'm
I
just
feel like
recounting the
you were
story for
supposed to
understand
send
the
a
situation.
progress update at
We've
some
got
point,
bigger things to
but I
focus
don't
on.
ever remember seeing it.
But when I do need comforting, I'll come straight to you. I hope you'll make time for me, Lord Vathan. Just so you know, I'm not the easiest to console.
No worries. I'll totally have your back until you're feeling better.
Okay, back to the matter at hand. That conversation between those two
I
Tops
gotcha.
employees back in the Hollow is still bothering me. They said Hartman had a backup plan, and that got me thinking about some news that was quietly swept under the rug. Lately, there have been mining accidents in Ravenlock-controlled areas. Many workers have died. The families were paid off with huge settlements, way more than usual. No protests, no controversy, and the issue was buried. But considering the Ravenlock's financial position, why would they be so generous with payouts?
That sounds sketchy. Are you saying they made up the accidents and the workers' deaths?
Precisely. I don't think those workers died in mining accidents. I'm planning to reach out to some old friends, see if they've heard anything about this. Do you have time, Lord Vathan? My contacts are just near 6th Street. Care to join me?
I'm in. Let's go together.
An old friend of mine said she has some new intel.
It's always this fucking alley.
She's like a mentor to me.
Rain? Again?
I learned a lot about data scraping on Internet thanks to her.
Rain, girl, how do we keep meeting like this?
Rain, long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Is 6th Street just like the cool people neighborhood? Yeah, it's like the fancy neighborhood. Is Rain just in all the girls' pants? I guess. I don't know, man.
Rain? You two knew each other?
Yeah, Phaethon. Long time no see.
Rain, you actually know that Lord Phaethon is Lord Phaethon? No, I mean, you actually know Belle is Lord Phaethon.
I didn't know right away. One time, I needed a favor from Nicole. I only found out after meeting them. I mean, who would expect a legendary proxy to be running a video store for a living? Oh, by the way, your idol...
Rain, let's not bring up old stuff. Lord Phaethon wouldn't be interested in that.
Why are you all tense? Right! Lord Phaethon lives on 6th Street too, and might know your idol. Remember when you traced that post
Wait.
on Internet to 6th Street and actually went to check it out?
Are you telling me she's obsessed
You
with
came
someone
back
else
all
that isn't
bummed,
me?
Spouting nonsense. Like there was only a black cat at the location, and maybe your idol is actually a talking cat. Or something like that.
I think I know that black cat.
I know that black cat. I'm always sneaking at snacks.
Lord Phaethon, please, let's drop this topic.
Come on, Vivian. It's been years, and you still won't say who your idol is.
It's
If
me,
you'd just
isn't it?
let me, I'd have tracked them down ages ago. I get it. You want to find the person who's important to you on your own. But you've tried so hard already. It's okay to lean on me a little, you know. I'm sure your idol won't hold it against you.
I shouldn't have come to see you.
Huh? What's wrong?
Hey, Rain. Vivian said you might have some new intel. So let's get to the important stuff first.
All right, let's get down to business. Here's something I'm pretty sure about. The Ravenlock family's claim that those missing workers died in an accident? Don't buy it. The last signal from those workers was near the Hollow. Then communication went dark. I think they were taken into the Hollow. And yesterday, I picked up that the Ravenlock family secretly hired some people to search the Hollow's perimeter. I caught a weird distress signal from someone and managed to track down the source. When I tried to reach out, the signal cut out completely. The last trace of the signal was near Lumina Square. Finding someone in real life isn't really my thing, so that's where you come in.
Okay, we'll check things out. You just said this is something you're sure of. Do you have anything you're unsure about?
I dug up some info online, and one thing stood out. A few days ago, there were some creepy sounds coming from an abandoned warehouse by the port. The place was locked up, so no one could see what was happening inside. Not sure if it's related to your search. If you don't find anything useful around here, it might be worth checking out. Well, that's all I have for you.
Thank you, Rain.
Don't get all emotional on me now. I'm just helping out a friend. This one's on the house. Consider it payback for the favor you did me last time. But if you still want to find your idol, hit me up. I've been curious for what...
Alright, don't worry about it. I'll manage it myself. Stop being so nosy, Rain.
Nosy? Nah, just professionally curious. What kind of person is worth all this searching, huh?
They're
But
referring
honestly,
to me, right?
Whoever they are in real life, they've become a part of you. You've come a long way in this search, Vivian. I much prefer the person you are now. So if you find this person, don't chicken out. Go meet them. People will appreciate you for who you are.
Rain.
I might not care about the real world or what it'll be like,
but I hope everyone I know can live a good life. I'm counting on you to save the world, guys. All right, I have other business to take care of, so I'll leave the rest to you.
Lord Phaethon, please pay no mind to what Rain said.
I already know you're obsessed with me. Are you trying to hide it now? Like
Big guy's up ahead. Let's hurry.
the what guy? This one? Did she call him a big guy? This little bang boo here? Aw, I earned just enough to buy a battery. Bro. In the desert? The outer ring? Please let me go see Lighter. Please.
One Diddy Boo is just too cute.
I kind of doubt it. But like, please.
I didn't know you helped it too. I knew Lord Phaethon was the best in the whole world.
Who this guy? Weak man. Okay, sure.
Don't take me back, please. I was wrong. I know I messed up. I don't want your money anymore. Please, no.
Calm down.
Who are you? I won't say anything. Just let me go. I don't know anything. I swear, I know nothing.
We are not PubSec, the HIA, or the Ravenlock family. We won't force you into anything. There's no need to be afraid.
What do you want from me then?
We simply want to know where the Ravenlock family took you and what they made you do.
I can't say. I can't tell you. I have a family. They'll hurt them. You never saw me. Please, just stop asking.
Don't you wish to see your family?
I don't deserve to see them. It's my fault. I was greedy. I did this to myself.
But your family must miss you dearly. I'm sure they won't blame you.
No, it's my fault. It's all on me. I don't want to drag them into this.
If the whole ship is sinking, no one on board can escape.
I'm just a nobody. And right now, there's nothing I can do to change anything.
If you care about your family and friends, now is your chance to stop the disaster before it's too late. Even a butterfly flapping its wings can send a tsunami surging across the ocean. No one knows how this will turn out. But if you do nothing now, the only thing waiting for you at the end will be regret. We're not here to turn you in, and we won't force you to confront them. You'll be safe with us. I'll help you return to your family. But you must tell us precisely what happened.
Hartman offered a huge amount of money, looking for workers to go into the Hollow to guard something. The money was way too good. We all kind of figured something wasn't right. I thought it was just smuggling or guarding some kind of illegal ether resources, so I signed up. After we sent in our applications, Hartman's men took us into the Hollow. The first place we went, there was a strange box. When we got there, they handed us some pills, saying they'd improve our aptitude for ether, for us to last longer in the Hollow. But after I took them, everything went fuzzy. Something was definitely off about those pills.
Oh, goodness.
I saw my coworkers dead in front of me. And there was blood all over my hands.
No.
They said something about me being a good experiment, moved me somewhere else, and locked me up. They wanted to inject me with something. I got scared and didn't know what was gonna happen. But then a blonde guy found me, gave me a carrot, and let me go. So I escaped. I didn't want to kill anyone. I don't know.
It wasn't your fault that your coworkers died. You were just a tool in their hands. Do you remember the place they first took you? Do you know what was in that box?
I only remember the first place was like a rooftop. I think it was on top of a tall building. What exactly was in that box? I can't remember. I'm not lying. Those pills they gave us, they make you hallucinate. I took just one and my mind felt like it wasn't my own. My memories turned into a blur. I'm telling the truth. I'm not trying to run from my mistakes. I just really can't remember what happened.
I know you're not lying. We'll arrange for your protection. You can rest easy and recover, and your family won't be dragged into this. Once this is all over, you will be able to reunite with them.
I've been meaning to say this for a while, Vivian. You're just so calm and decisive when things get tough. Totally different from the impression you gave me at first.
Actually, I wasn't always like this. I used to run away when things got tough. There was even a point where I just wanted to disappear. As if my very existence was the source of suffering. I wondered. Perhaps leaving it all behind could put an end to the pain.
Whoa. It's hard to imagine you like that. I mean, you had this super intimidating vibe when we first met.
Well,
This
I
is
was
true.
on a mission at the auction when we first met. And just as Rain said, I've come a long way from who I used to be.
Speaking of Rain, it's still wild to me. I never thought you and I would have mutual friends. And you even know one Denny Boo. Can you believe we might have passed each other so many times without even realizing it?
Enough about me. Tell me more about you, Lord Phaethon. Where have you been? And what have you experienced?
The what now?
Looking back, I feel like I've been through a lot lately. My brother and I even lost our Phaethon account. Oh, everything started when the Cunning Hares took something from the Red Fang gang.
To the beginning of the game is where she's starting. I was wondering how far back we were going.
I remember it should be around
Ooh.
here. That store's been sitting in my favorites for ages.
Lord Phaethon!
What's up?
I've seen that black cat on 6th Street. That harmonica in the outer ring you mentioned. I've heard it before, too. I've even been to the monument outside Hollow Zero. But none of that was a coincidence.
Oh. Have you been stalking me?
Following you. Ever since I was little, I had been seen as the bringer of bad fortune.
The way they set
I had
that up
traveled to many places
was
and
like
witnessed far too
a
much misfortune.
shoujo confession moment,
tear I shed
but
brought
she
disaster.
basically just admitted to
I've heard
stalking
too many curses
us.
to count. I loathed my tears as much as I despised my own existence. Wherever I stayed, tragedy followed. I had roamed too many places, and each time, it ended the same way.
I don't know.
didn't
I don't know how to
where I
feel
could
about
go
that because truthfully, if this was real life,
I
that would
stumbled
freak
upon a
me out
post
and I would be
discussing
like, please get away from
Whether
me.
they knew me or not, everyone seemed convinced
You know?
that I was the source of the curse. Some mocked me with cruel
None of it
intent.
was a coincidence.
Some wished I would vanish, and others speculated maliciously. It really seemed that my very existence was a disaster.
Isn't it weird how you never actually
In that
move
moment,
your top teeth without moving your
darkness
whole head?
enveloped the
Yeah,
city.
only your jaw
I
moves.
saw lights flickering to life all around
Can you
me.
imagine if it was the other way around?
So many lights,
Can you,
and not knowing where to go.
can you fucking imagine if the jaw was the safe straight part and
I could
every time you ate,
disappear
the rest of your head moved?
I made up my mind. And right then, my phone rang. I decided to take one last look. I wanted to know who left me my
You'd be
final
like
message from
Pac-Man.
this world.
Except for...
It was you, Lord Vathan.
Anyway. Yeah, so she's admitting to being obsessed with me and searching for me this whole time. But my thing is, like... why didn't she just tell Rain that it was me?
Wait, really?
I already knew.
Yes. And I checked with the other Lord Vathan. You were the one using the account at that time. But I know you probably don't remember it. After all, it was just an ordinary day, with an ordinary post and meaningless comments online. But for me, it was the night I finally realized where I could go. I wanted to walk the paths you had walked. See the
Damn.
sights
So
you had
she even confirmed it with Weiss. Was like, hey, so was this you or your sister? Weiss was like, oh, not me, bro. Oh.
What did I even say in that comment? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Well, you'll have to figure it out for yourself. I'm not telling you.
The thing is, though, when we first met her, she didn't believe we were Vathan. So maybe she, like, wasn't following us in the sense of, like, actually stalking, but more in the sense of, like, she followed our trail. Like, we were never there at the same time. It's more like she was, you know, going where we went, trying to figure out where we were going. So she wasn't, like, around the corner staring at us the whole time. It was just, like, she followed the same path we did, looking for us. But that's still slightly borderline terrifying crazy. Please tell me it was the cute gay girl and not this creep. See, I imagined it as Weiss being like, oh, nope, not me. All her. Because he didn't want it. Yeah, I think it was more like she was retracing steps. Because if she had already figured out it was us and was like actively stalking, then the moment we met her, she should have already known who we were. You know what I mean? Like, she should have already been freaking the fuck out. But she didn't believe us at first when we told her who we were. So I think it was more like we went to the Outer Ring, did our missions, came back to 6th Street, and she went to the Outer Ring a week later, like, searching for us. You know what I mean? Like, I think it was like that. Still slightly borderline terrifying, because she did do this based off of one comment on the internet.
Which was a silver lining for me, but Also, for giving me the courage to become who I am today. The Vivian standing right in front of you now. Lord Phaethon. I truly like who I've become.
Right, like went to the places where they went. Just to be like, yay! I've been where they've been. But yeah, I don't know. It's different because, like,
There's an update.
like imagine you think
Let's head back to the video
that
store and
a
go over the
friend you
details
had from a really long time ago is in the area, and so you're like trying to figure out where they're at so that you can see them again. That's like one thing. But the difference is like she didn't know us, had seen a singular comment we made on the internet, and like fell in love with us, and then started trying to find us and figure out where we were. So I think that's what makes it a little creepy. But hopefully they keep the line and she's not like actively stalking. But she's like, you went to this
Well,
place,
you're back.
so I went to this
Lycon
place.
told me he wanted to meet up with us online to discuss things when he returned. I'll call him now.
Master Proxy, Miss Vivian. The gentleman Rena brought back has stabilized and calmed down now. Based on his account, we've identified where Hartman is hiding the core.
Okay.
He also mentioned that Hartman plans to trade the core with a group of people. We suspect that this group consists of members from the Exaltists.
I knew it. Now that we have the location, it would be splendid if we could seize the sacrifice core before they do.
Precisely. We hope you can head to the location as soon as possible to secure the sacrifice core.
We've got this.
I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave the retrieval of the sacrifice core in your capable hands. The mayor's friend that he mentioned before will also be assisting you this time. The target coordinates have been shared with her, and she'll meet you there. Please ensure your safety, and I wish you all the best.
I would never turn down the...
This is the path. My blade is ready.
I wonder why they're not letting you make a full team and they're only letting you add one person. I mean, it's not like I need the third, but I don't know. I feel like it's kind of weird.
Where's the sacrifice core?
Camille, you really think I'd stroll
Ugh.
around with something this
Nah,
important?
now I really
Plus,
remember this dude.
Even though the Ravenlocks and the Exaltists have been working together for ages, I've hardly even met Lady Dina. I'm the one offering the sacrifice core here. I'm curious what Lady Dina's got lined up for me in return?
I'm just here to verify that the core you mentioned is real. Once that's sorted, Lady Dina will give you a proper response. Our partnership isn't just talk. We need to be sure you have what we need before moving forward.
Sure thing. I'll take you to where I keep the core. Once you verify it's legit, have Lady Dina come over. We'll lay everything on the table face to face.
All right, lead the way.
It seems Hartman is trying to bargain for more. What a greedy and insatiable man. It's just that. Why would they only send Camille for something as important as the sacrifice core? And I can't shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman and Dina to meet. Why is that?
Who's this Dina he just mentioned? Is she the leader of the Exaltists?
Kind of. Lord Phaethon, I really think we should hurry. We must get to where
You
Hartman
can't
keeps
just
the core before
kind
anyone
of,
else
and then
does.
we need to hurry up. Girl, I need more information.
I've got a shortcut planned, but there are gonna be ethereals along the way. I'll let you handle them, Vivian.
Don't worry, Lord Phaethon. You are in capable hands. I'll ensure your safety.
Man, I really hope that at some point we get playable Belle and Weiss. Like, I just think it would be so cool if they developed some sort of powers.
Looks like Hartman's trying to negotiate for more leverage. Let's get out of here before we're spotted. You better not get my trust dirty.
He laughs.
Let's keep
The
moving.
Bang Boo said, ha 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 ha. Oh, goodness. Your boyfriend's wary of them becoming playable. He likes them being the guy in the chair. See, I like them being the guy in the chair too, but I feel like now that they actually go into the things themselves, they're already not the guy in the chair anymore. You know what I mean? Like, now that she doesn't go in as Eos anymore, they're already not the guy in the chair, in my eyes. So I feel like they're kind of like moving on from that a bit, you know? Because I feel like at some point they're gonna have to fight enemies without help from others, you know? So they're gonna have to be both the proxy for themselves, but also fight ethereals. I think maybe it'd work if they were like support types. Yeah, that would be cool too.
Like they're arguing.
Like if they learned something to at least help, or like some kind of defense type thing. They could be like defense-based characters, maybe.
No matter who has
That
the
way,
sacrifice
they're not
core,
necessarily
Hartman or
strong,
the
but
Exaltists.
they can protect themselves a little.
Hand over what's in the box. Or we do this the hard way.
You sure talk big, little.
Let's hurry and secure the sacrifice core.
I killed him so fast he didn't get to finish the line. You sure talk big, little... Little what, bitch? Cat got your tongue?
Lord Phaethon, the box is empty. So Hartman never kept the core here to begin with?
You better hit the gem or they're gonna be snapped like twigs. This is true. Buy a gun? I don't know. I don't know if that'll help them. Though, it would be cool if they made like special guns, like, because they're techie, you know? Like, so like what if they made special weapons? Tactician type, yeah. Where they don't necessarily do the damage themselves, but...
Dina!
Ayo.
Oh my, you actually remember me. So sweet. Look at you, thriving. I thought you'd totally forgotten about our past. So,
I can't decide if her design is enough for her to be playable, or if it's just slightly too little to be just a specific NPC.
While you were soaking up all that love from your daddy and everyone else, you had no idea what was going on. I wasn't.
Lady Dina,
Because there are some
Miss
NPCs
Vivian's
like
infection.
her that have very minimal designs that it's
Camille,
very obvious that
when
they're
did I
just
say
an
you could meet up
NPC.
with Hartman today?
But then there are other
I-
NPCs like Rain,
just
whose
wanted to make
designs
sure
are a
the
bit more
sacrifice core is
complicated
legit.
to make it obvious
I was
that they're a
worried Hartman
special
might try to pull a fast
NPC.
one on us.
Really? So loyal.
I feel like she's kind of on that borderline.
Days. Just
She's
a
either
few
special
words
or
from Vivian,
potentially
and you'd
a
be
future
plotting my
character.
demise. Just like what you did with Father.
I won't, Lady Dina.
Don't even think about betraying me, Camille. You
Wait!
owe me for what went down back then.
Amma?
However, I do understand your worries. This core, it's fake.
No way! I got this straight from Hugo. It can't be fake.
I'm pretty sure that's Alma.
How can you just claim it's fake without any proof?
Talk again.
Ugh, seriously.
That's gotta be her, right? The crappy thing is, like, ZZZ doesn't give, like, actual clear credit to the voice actors, so it's kind of, like, hard to figure out who the fuck is who.
The sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within
That's
human
definitely
bodies
Monarch,
in no
though.
time at all.
I recognize her
But
voice.
look at your little subordinate. How uncouth. He's making noises like some animal. Can you shut him up? So annoying. The masterpiece
That makes me
made
think
for
she
the
will be
creator.
playable then.
Isn't this worthless piece of junk you're holding?
So, the real core.
Vivian, where do you think the sacrifice core is really at?
I don't know. If I knew where the real core was, I'd destroy it without a
It's kind of interesting to me that their, like,
Dina,
hair and
you
eyes
understand what the sacrifices
are, like,
and you
opposites.
know those who were blessed
Like,
should not have
purple
to
hair,
endure
red
such
eyes,
horrors.
red hair,
Oh,
purple.
they
Although that's
shouldn't
kind of
have
more of a
suffered
pinkish,
those
but still.
horrors. Weren't you the one who decided if they'd be blessed
You
or
think
not?
they're anonymous on
If it weren't
purpose?
for your tears, how would they have encountered
Why? So that
such
they can get away with
misfortune?
replacing
How
VAs with little
self-righteous,
backlash?
Vivian. Their fates were in your hands. It was
Because
you
if that's
who brought
it,
disaster on
then
them.
that's really, really
Landon
shitty.
just needed an excuse. He needed someone to blame. Whether I shed tears or not, he'd treat living beings as mere subjects for his sacrifice experiments. Dina, you know all of this. Landon even went so far as to sacrifice you.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Father did it for his great cause. Vivian, why do you always mess everything up for me? Everything!
Oh,
You
that's
did it
fair.
Before, and now again! You just had to ruin my plan. I was so close to fulfilling Father's last wish. If you don't give me the sacrifice core, be prepared to become food for the ethereals.
I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, I would have destroyed it already. Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite unpredictable when her temper flares.
Oh, really? You don't have it? Then I suppose there isn't a reason to keep you alive.
Okay. I guess.
More ethereals are coming. It's over.
She one-shot them bitches. I love Miyabi so much.
Victory, the only option. Stay away from Lord Phaethon!
Ah!
There are
Okay.
so many.
Okay, I see. Somebody's gotta pop in. Who dat? The Void Hunter?
It's ink.
Ink?
Shun Palace. Good fortune, closed gate, safety.
What?
An evil miasma gathers here. Another place of conflict. If you wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast. Now!
Thank you.
Oh! Hey, yo?
Finally, peace and quiet.
Damn.
You must be Belle, right? Mayflower mentioned a special partner might need my help.
Did they fix her arms? No, I agree. Like, in comparison to the rest of her build, and like her thighs, for example, her arms look puny. Like, you can't give the girl that big of thighs and then give her these itty bitty little stick arms.
Can I ask, who are you?
The
I'm
Void
the
Hunter?
13th generation master of Yunque Summit. You can call me Yixuan. Mayflower passed along
Yixuan.
your info, and I was curious what kind of person you are, so I came to see. At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming. Quite nice, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what their deal is with, like, giving them the giant tits, but then, like, not the body type to go with it. Because most people that are anorexic will not have big ones. Partially just because weight plays a factor into how big they can be sometimes. So, like, none of these body types are realistic.
Oh, so you're the investigator the mayor talked about.
Yes. He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of guidance.
Guidance? What exactly does that mean?
So are they going to
Unfortunately, this
train
isn't the right time or place
me, or
to talk.
no?
I have some investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a lot on your hands, so let's part ways for now. I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
Okay, then. I guess that's setting us up for the first interaction for 2.0.
I'm so sorry, Lord Phaethon.
Maybe?
I'm just not feeling very well. I think I'll head back for now. I'll investigate the sacrifice core and reach out once I find something.
You definitely need some rest. Let's get out of the hollow.
But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where, like, I know why they do it, but at the same time, it's just kind of frustrating because I don't care if they all look like that. I would rather them make multiple body types. I think them making different body type characters would be cooler than all of them having basically one size model.
Lord Phaethon, are you going to rest now?
I'm not in a hurry to get back. You've been kind of off since we got out, and it's got me worried.
I also think it's kind of funny the way that, like, Belle is way modest in comparison to all of the other female characters in this damn game. Okay, well, maybe not all of them. There's a couple that are, you know, not as crazy, but, like, still.
If something's bugging you, just spill it if you want to. I'm a pretty good listener, you know.
It's one of those things where, like,
Keep my past from you, Lord Phaethon.
you can tell who the game is marketed
People thought I
for.
brought misfortune, so no matter where
And,
I
like,
went, no one wanted me around for long.
I'm not exactly complaining, but at the same time, it's like, okay. Okay,
I
buddy.
met Dina, who was so kind to me, treating me like a dear sister. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man who'd one day make everyone stop fearing the Hollows, so all life could live freely inside and outside of them. Dina helped Landon pick people for the blessing, and everyone in the Exaltists respected her greatly. Those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude, allowing them to enter the Hollow freely without fear of sudden disaster. Back then, Dina would chat with me every day, always about the Exaltists and her father. But things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina. Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened to him, I could actually help people. After that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine. Those who got the blessing could dodge calamities. At first, I was ecstatic, thinking I could help others. I shared my joy with Dina. But that was when she started to pull away
Justice
from me.
medium is breathing. Oh man.
The blessing medicine. Please tell me that wasn't the sacrifice serum Bringer had.
Yes. To be precise, it was an early version of the sacrifice serum. Landon's medicine wasn't stable. The medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but also sped up the development of ether corruption. In the end, most people turned into ethereals, and a few became sacrifices, losing all human consciousness. The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists. The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness, so Landon's medicine was seen as a failure, and he gradually lost influence within the Exaltists. One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. In a bid to save his reputation, Landon decided to let his own daughter receive the blessing. I had always thought that getting the blessing was a good thing, until I saw terror in Dina's eyes that day. That evening, I broke Landon's rules for the first time, and followed him out of the Exaltist's residence. I trailed him to the Hollow, where I witnessed someone who had been blessed becoming corrupted. In the end, that person became an ethereal. Then, without hesitation, Landon killed him. Before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his study. And there, I uncovered the truths I just told you. And just a few days later, it was time for Dina to be blessed. I wanted to save her and stop anyone else from getting deceived. So, that day, I told everyone present that Landon should be the one to receive the blessing, not Dina. At first, Landon argued, and no one believed me. But, in front of them all, I looked at him and let my tears fall. Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Vivian, you...
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
Ungrateful fools! You have no use anymore!
Am I supposed to remember this dude? Because I really don't.
Run! Run!
Dina! Dina, wake up! We have to go.
I'm not? Okay, good. Because I don't remember him at all. She keeps talking about him and I'm like, am I supposed to know who you are?
Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't...
It's Dina's dad.
I was just...
Mom, I want to go home.
It's got nothing to do with us. This is just what happens.
I'm sorry, but the way that line was delivered after seeing a man get shot is not the way I imagine a child just saying that.
I just didn't want you to accept the blessing. Everyone who does ends up...
I just don't want to lose my father.
You knew? If you knew what he's done, you...
He's my father. He's all I have. Stop being self-righteous, Vivian. You only ever bring misfortune.
Damn.
I thought once Landon was gone, Dina would leave the Exaltists. I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille would stay. Camille lost her entire family in a hollow disaster, so she's always supported the Exaltists. She's not a bad person. She's just someone searching for hope. She joined the Exaltists very early on, and even watched Dina grow up. That day, she was just so desperate to save Dina that she... All these years, she's been following Dina, taking care of everything out of guilt, I think. But I didn't just fail to save Dina.
Isn't this
trapped
serum
her.
thing kind of like what happened to
I see
Haramasa?
misfortune approaching.
Perhaps. I haven't actually played his
avoid the
character
bad
story,
Maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
so I don't know for sure.
No way. You're not the one bringing bad luck.
But I do know a
Whatever
bit
went down
about
with
it
the
since, you know,
Exaltists,
his
Landon
video
used
kind of,
As for
his like
Dina
character
and Camille,
trailer kind of
they know the
revealed
truth,
that.
and they just made their choices. The Hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved ones. But not all survivors cling to obsession and hatred like they do.
Lord Phaethon.
Maybe it is the same, and that's how they'll pull Section 6 into it.
You need to believe in yourself. You're currently resolving the sacrifice crisis with your own effort. I remember you saying you really like yourself now. So what's changed?
Yes, that'll always be true. Thank you for listening to my story today. Years have gone by, but I've never had the courage to face all this. Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet today, so I could finally spill it all out. It lightens my heart a little. Lord Phaethon, you truly are a wonderful listener.
Whenever you're feeling down, don't hesitate to come to me.
I will. It's been such a long day. You must be exhausted. I'll track down the location of the sacrifice core and let you know what I find. Good night, Lord Phaethon.
Is that really it? Oh, no. Okay. I'm about to say. I know David said it wasn't that long, but... Ew.
Shawl, I didn't expect you to be working here. Perfect.
I was just covering someone's shift. The screening here is super strict, and I was afraid the supervisor would realize I was new and subbing for someone, so I hid in the control room during the supervisor's inspection. So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat, and I think he was checking some footage. Then he logged that footage into the tape he brought. Later, I found that part of the footage had been wiped.
Blonde, wearing a hat. Could it be Hugo?
Do you know him?
I think it's him. If it were Hugo... I think I know where he would hide the tape. Thank you, Shaw. You were a big help.
Great! You also helped me a lot when I started working. I used to make mistakes all the time. If it weren't for you cleaning up my messes, I would have been fired ages ago. So I'm happy I could help you too. Alright, go ahead and do what you need to do. We'll catch up another time.
Bruh. Okay. Time to find a bird. Not that bird. Got it. The penguin bang boo? Bird? Not the penguin. One in the back of an alley. Probably. Probably the right one if I had to guess. Hello there, buddy. That's the one. See? The organization being called Mockingbird and then them marking a hiding spot with a bird is very, like, on brand, but funny. It's a conversation between Hugo and Camille. Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, you and Vivian share the same goal.
I know, it was just a bird. A bird, but... You know.
I just don't want Dina to reach a point of no return.
Hasn't she already reached that point?
If they specifically used mockingbirds, it might be... too obvious.
Survived, and Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for mind control. She's trying to combine the two to make sacrifices that would obey human commands.
Plus, it's a fake bird, right?
Dormant sacrifice
Like, it wasn't a real bird, was it?
are destroyed, we can put an end to this. Dina's concoction can't create sacrifices on its own.
And the sacrifice core?
That belongs to the creator, not her. Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny that the Exaltists and the creator are leading us in the right
It's a drone. A government drone. Birds aren't real.
trapped by her father's mistakes.
Sure.
No offense.
Right.
But I find your protectiveness rather...
Have I told y'all about whatever bird... What bird was that, Drew? He sent me a video, a TikTok video of this bird, and I swear to God it's not real. I literally, like, every time it moved, I was just like, not real. I don't believe you. It looks terrifying and kind of like an animatronic. I was just like, not real. I refuse to believe.
Camille was actually destroying the dormant sacrifice?
You'd think a mockingbird would be too obvious, but can you honestly say you'd recognize a mockingbird if you saw one? Well, no, because I don't like birds, so I don't just know birds like that. But if I was someone investigating a group called the Mockingbirds, then I would probably, as part of my research, look up actual mockingbirds. In which case, yes, I would know what they look like. Because if I was investigating them, I would look up all sorts of stuff about Mockingbird, you know?
Now Camille's actions make sense. But why did Hugo
Showing
never
y'all
tell
my
us?
favorite bird. I think so? Maybe? I don't know.
Belle, Lycon said there's
Birds
something urgent
freak
he needs
me
to
out
discuss with us
personally,
right now.
so I don't just like know a lot of them. I mean, I know their names, but I don't just know what they look like all the time. If you showed me a picture, I could take a guess, but there's no shot I'm getting barely any of them right. But I just feel like, realistically, if I were in this verse and I was supposed to be tracking down Mockingbird, I would do research on actual mockingbirds too, you know? Just in case. It's like a not just a code name and like they actually use mockingbirds for something.
All right, let's patch him in.
Birds are silly, I like them, just not in my house. So, yeah, see, I think they're cool from a distance. Like, if I see them on the internet, or outside but not near me, sure, fine. But in my vicinity, no. No. I've told y'all the story about how my cat brought one into my house one time, right? And like not dead, because they do that. They'll bring you gifts of dead ones, but no, she brought it in while it was still fucking alive.
And used Burton to infiltrate the banquet?
Correct. And
I spent like 2 hours trying to get it out of the house.
I see. Hartman's study might hold valuable information.
Your grandma taught one to cuss? That's so funny.
So,
Yeah,
what
see,
should I do?
Someone who lived with my grandma at one point had like a
Please go with me.
one of those gray, like, I don't think it was a parrot, but a common one that people own that's gray. Anyway, so like I had been around one when I was young, but they still freak me out.
All right, then let's go together.
I'll send you the time and place for the meeting with Burton. If you encounter any danger, please evacuate.
She taught it fuck. That's so funny. You sent it in Discord? Let me look, see if I remember. Yeah, I do remember. Yeah, that's terrifying. The way it just like... Okay, well, I can't. My avatar can't do it, but just imagine, like, I'm shrugging my neck down into my shoulders and then just stretching it all the way up. It neck goes zoop. You were in middle school. You went on a tour of the high school most of you would be going up to. You ended up moving. Mood. I had to do the same thing, except for it was in elementary school to middle school. Anyway. They had an agricultural club. Oh, yeah? It bit you unprompted. Oh, no. Yeah, see, I don't know. They freak me out. They can be cool. They can, like, be trained to say things and, like, do tricks. I don't care. They still freak me out. But yeah, I had a similar experience where in elementary school, they took us to the middle school we were all going to, except for I moved, and so I didn't go to that middle school. So they just had me straight up tour the school I didn't go to. Bird refuses to have a double chin despite having enough neck to have, yeah, not even just a double, despite having enough neck to have like a quadruple chin. Like the heron and the disappearing neck. Why does that sound like some kind of anime movie title? No, but for real, Drew, do you remember what kind of bird that was that I said was fake and I refuse to believe is a real thing? Oh, bro's right here. Who dat? Why do you look slightly like... Never mind. It's fine. I'm just imagining the movie is like a bird that's missing its neck, and it spends the whole movie struggling, and then at the very end they find his neck and like reattach it or whatever, and then is that Walmart Hugo? Okay, because that's what I like. Whenever I first saw him, I was like, he looked a little like Hugo, and then I was like, no, what? Never mind. But doesn't he kind of look like him a little?
Miss Banshee, I believe I've shown you my sincerity. Now how about you?
That is not what I expected him to sound like.
If we're to work together, Miss Banshee, you should drop your pretentious act.
I am well aware of the ways of the Ravenlock family. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to make it out the front door tonight. Since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious companion, does that not show my deepest sincerity?
No need for such an off-color joke. Our door is always open for those coming or going.
We both know what's what, so let's cut the small talk.
Off color?
I know far more
What the
about
fuck
how the
does that
Ravenlock
mean?
family made their fortune than most
I have
here.
never heard
I am
that
also well aware
as a
of why
term
Hartman, despite
ever.
such a massive scandal, still remains in power.
Oh? Do tell.
Exaltists, blessing, sacrifice, Landon. Where would you like me to start?
How did you know that? No, who are you?
Don't be so tense. If I'm not mistaken, it's about time the banquet began. My companion and I are practically famished. Is this how you treat your guests? By letting them starve? Perhaps when we've had our fill, we'll remember where the sacrifice is hidden.
You know where the sacrifice is?
So, can we go get something to eat now? And I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you. We can discuss what you wish to know while we enjoy dessert.
Of course. I wouldn't let such an important guest discuss matters on an empty stomach. As for dessert, I will prepare it myself, and I guarantee it will satisfy you. I'll come find you
His
later.
smile
I wish you
creeps
a
me the
pleasant
fuck
evening.
out. Why does his face look like that? I got chills. I'm so like unnerved
These
by
kinds
him.
of people are exhausting to deal with. I really don't know how Hugo used to put up with it.
What did you mean by dessert? Yeah, because what the fuck did you mean?
What did you mean by dessert just now? I couldn't really follow.
Hugo taught me that bringing up dessert in such situations is a way of telling the other party they need to offer more. Fortunately, that old fox Hartman is terrified of losing power. He's definitely keeping the destruction of the
Yeah,
sacrifice
I think he's
and
from the
fact that
Ravenlock
sacrifice
family.
core is fake, hidden from the other family members.
They're in the mansion right now?
Burden wouldn't have been so willing to
Oh,
raise
so
his
we
offer.
just walked straight on
Lord
into enemy
Ethan,
territory.
Let's find Hartman's study when the banquet is at its busiest.
Right on in. Oh, wait. Okay. So there's a banquet being held at the Ravenlock house, and we just like showed up as guests to the banquet, and now we're planning to sneak away and go into Bro's office while everyone else is distracted. Okay. Very, I don't know, medieval of you or something.
I've already taken note of the surrounding terrain. Once more people arrive, we'll enter
This
the
feels
garden
like
through the door
random,
in the
like
corner of the banquet
sneaking
hall.
off in the castle during a, you know what I mean?
Follow Lord Phaethon.
Phantom of Thieves, this is true, but that's kind of what Mockingbird is, right? So, yes, I should have expected it. It was open. Don't we think that's suspicious? Yeah, okay. I'm glad you think so. Yes, no.
The security around the manor is really strict.
The office being
Inside
open,
might be more lax.
weird.
But just in case, let's tell Lyra.
Weird.
Right. Having some backup would be safer.
Let's check Hartman's recent correspondences for clues. I still have concerns about the sacrifice core.
Right. Though the core he gave Dina was fake, Hartman might have left a trick up his sleeve and hid the real one.
Then let's split up.
Footsteps from outside, and then we hide behind the desk. Okay, great. Is it gonna cut to a panel of the two of us crammed under a desk?
Esteemed guests, is the catering at the Ravenlock family banquet not to your satisfaction? So much so that these two distinguished guests felt the need to come to my humble office to scavenge for food. Don't want to come out? Well, after all, you don't have long left. Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's trap. But I never expected that he would bring you into my territory.
Ugh.
I suppose I should thank him. Otherwise, I would have had to go to great lengths to eliminate you. Vivian, Phaethon, give Hugo my regards. Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the Ravenlock family for myself.
Familiar voice, huh? Is it Lycan? Hugo? I don't know. That's all the guesses I got. Hell yeah.
Dear uncle, why must we be so distant with one another? You can just tell me what you want to say directly.
Hugo! Impossible! You're...
Uncle, you must know a Ravenlock will never stop until they get what they want. Did you really think I would be defeated?
Oh, right.
So
When it
soon?
ended, we were supposed to be left on the cliffhanger of thinking he died, right?
You filthy bastard!
I guess I was supposed to be surprised that he's alive, but I'm not surprised.
Petty tricks.
Not surprised in the slightest. I don't know if we remember, but when he fell off the building before and then they looked over the edge and there was no body, I said, duh, because he's alive. I just assumed he was alive this whole time. So him showing up right now didn't surprise me in the slightest. But I guess maybe it could be surprising for other people. I don't know. Was anybody surprised?
Faking my own death. Hope it's all worth the theatrics in the end.
Right, like he got injured and then thrown over the edge and he died, except for no the fuck he didn't.
Overboard. The manager must be pretty shaken up. I should apologize at some point. Guess I'll also bring Lycon along. He's my partner in crime, after all.
You're taking longer to rest than I expected.
Lycon, you think too highly of my physical capabilities. Well, thank you for your cooperation. I must say, if nothing else, at least your acting skills
They
have
never
improved.
kill off characters with interesting 3D models.
Why do you
Fair
look
enough.
so angry?
I think we weren't, but the in-game side characters are supposed to be.
We
Right,
pulled
that's
it off
true.
together with
The
flawless
characters are
teamwork and
surprised.
managed to fool
But yeah,
Drop your
Belle
foolish
knew
facade.
the second she looked over that edge and
you
didn't
still
see a
remember
body.
the code we set all those years ago. And thank you for ensuring your sleight of hand.
Nikki got
didn't
added to
deteriorate.
Steam too.
Oh, right. I should also thank the blood
That is
bag hidden
interesting.
in my clothes and our other props. Do you remember when we last used this trick?
Wait.
It was probably ages ago.
So they planned that.
Sometimes I really don't understand
He didn't
you.
actually injure
Have you ever
him.
thought
It
about
was
what the
fake.
consequences would be if I didn't understand your code, if I decided against helping you, or if I just couldn't control my strength properly.
You'd understand it. Of course, if things really did
Interesting.
go awry, I had alternative plans. You wouldn't be so arrogant as to think I'd bet everything on you, would you?
I mean, I had a feeling that he wasn't really gonna kill him.
I'm flattered.
And that it was all just a ploy.
So what
But I
exactly is the
didn't
purpose
think
behind
that
all this?
Lycan knew it was and willingly went
Erase your
along
own
with it.
existence. You don't just plan to hide here and reminisce about the past with me. Don't try to brush this off. I've already helped you enact your plan. Tell me the truth.
Don't get your tail in a twist.
That must mean that
I have more plans that require your
he
assistance, so naturally I would
didn't
not hide anything
think
from you.
Hugo went over the deep end, because the agreement was that
Whether as Hugo
if
Vlad
Hugo
or
went
as
too far, that he was going to
I'm
take care of
doomed to
it.
die.
Seems you've made quite a few enemies.
As a member of the Ravenlock family, I negotiated with Edmund and managed to obtain resources from Tops for my future plans. I also confirmed what attitude they held toward your master, the Mayflower family. Meanwhile, I used my identity in Mockingbird to strike a deal with Hartman and gather information on their collaboration with the remnants of the Exaltists. That's where I got my intel on what Bringer left. Oh, by the way, the crime declaration letter that your dear mayor received, that was also sent by yours truly. He's probably figured that out by now, right? Though I'm not sure if he told you.
The mayor learned about the sacrifice attacks through his own means, but lacked an opportunity to take action. That warning letter was precisely what he needed.
You aren't hopeless yet.
Wait, if it's on Steam, does that mean I can use my Steam wallet to pay
I'm more
for
well-informed than your lot because I get
to
it
pay
right.
for
Dealing
gotcha
with all
wishes?
these different important figures.
Because I have money
of
on there
course, it comes at a
that's
cost,
just
it's
been
only
waiting
fair.
to be used.
After all, you can't hide the smoke from a wildfire. Rather than trying to carefully tame it and risk setting yourself alight, it's better to let it burn free.
When I helped you put on your little act,
Not
killing you
same.
in front of everyone, you left the sacrifice core to Hartman. That was intentional too, then?
Oh, yes. And it worked like a charm,
Oh no,
didn't
you
it?
already got a prize.
Now no one cares for me anymore, and
You
all
got the prize
eyes
for
are
that
on
specific
Hartman.
bet.
A perfect situation for keeping the Ravenlock family in check while dealing a cutting blow to the Exaltists behind them. Another crucial point is Vivian and Phaethon. I must sever any ties they have with me or Mockingbird. Although I feel bad for Phaethon about what happened, but it had to be done. That's the only way they would be safe, allowing the plan to continue.
I noticed
How
that
very
you never
kind
turned
of
your
you.
blade toward Master Proxy.
Of course not.
Those words you said back then were also...
I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the Abyss. Obviously, it was all an act. My acting has always been impeccable, as you know.
Hugo, you're taking such a tremendous risk. Why?
Would you believe me if I said it's for justice? But unfortunately, it's not. I want revenge on the Ravenlock family. And I will make sure that despicable excuse for a
okay.
human
So y'all
being
know how I got
Hartman
distracted about
suffers
the
a
whole
slow, torturous
letters on Bro's
I also
knuckles.
promised Vivian that I would help her investigate the whole thing
Apparently,
with the Exaltists.
it wasn't me just like over analyzing. The hand that we keep seeing apparently says full, and the other hand knuckles say
This
moon.
is the first problem I plan to resolve. Lycon, do you have a place that is sufficiently discreet, quiet, and can take a lot of damage?
Ties himself up? Is this the part where we learn he's a vampire or whatever? What's he doing?
What exactly are you doing?
Don't look at me like that. If I didn't have to do this, I wouldn't. Hartman recently obtained a bizarre substance, most likely from those crazy Exaltists.
Oh.
After use, it allows control of the victim's mind.
Oh no.
To some extent.
Did he get that drug?
You were dosed with it.
To be more precise, Lycon, I deliberately allowed Hartman to put this drug in my cup to facilitate our previous collaboration.
Oh my god. You dumbass. I mean, I guess you did it in a smart way, but like, brother, what?
After finding out about it, I quickly found someone to help analyze its composition. The good news is he gave me a very low dosage, perhaps because he was afraid I might notice. There's a different medication that can delay its onset, preventing me from actually being under his control. I simply need to put on a show in front of my dear uncle. The bad news is that currently there is no antidote. When I delay those effects, however, they will accumulate and erupt when my body reaches its limit. It may even break my mind.
Bro, what the fuck?
Exactly what's happening now. I need to endure those accumulated consequences. So, I will lock myself in this room for however long that takes. I've tied my limbs to prevent me from smashing this place or accidentally hurting myself. Anyway, after you leave, do not open this door, no matter what you hear.
I recommend seeking professional medical assistance.
This is advice I received from a doctor. Or are you saying you don't believe I can make it? So,
I don't think they would try to fake your death twice, so I'm sure you'll make it.
All you need to do is smile and await my victory.
What if I want to stop you?
You know you won't succeed. You never have. And you never will. Well, time is short. Let's begin.
I understand. Don't die, you stupid bastard.
Damn. Okay.
Is this because the side effects haven't worn off yet? Lycon's late. I'm surprised. Or is something wrong with time itself?
If they fake
Looks
his
like
death
someone's over
again,
there.
in-game characters need to make a joke about it. Yeah, they have to jab at him every time. Required. That's not Lycan. That's the Mockingbird, Bangbu, though. The music is kind of terrifying. Buddy, I feel like we should still be in there. I think the whole has it not worn off yet is cue to lock yourself back in there.
It's all your fault.
Mother?
I wish I had never given birth to you.
Uh-oh.
Everything will get better if you just die, right?
Oh shit, we hate
If you
her.
die, he'll come back.
We hate
We'll
her.
have another, more perfect child. One who will inherit the Ravenlock family bloodline.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Then
No.
I'll be able to escape this pain. So, Hugo, for the sake of Mommy's happiness, just die, okay?
Nah, bro. That's crazy. Is that why his eyes are different colors?
So, I wasn't awake yet after all.
Ah, so he's still in there. Okay.
That's because you don't.
Not Hugo, inner demon.
Who are you?
I am you. Hidden deep within your heart. Your most true self. You want to kill her, don't you? Your so-called mother. Every time she beat you without reason, when she tried to gouge out your eyes, when she sold you into that hell, laughing all the while. You wanted to be the one to end her life. Why not admit your hatred? As you are, you can hunt her down and make her pay for the living hell of a childhood she made you suffer.
Damn.
I hate her. I hate her because she was foolish and shallow, greedy and stupid. I hate her because she doesn't deserve to be a mother. She did everything she could to try and get into the Ravenlock family, believing she could live a life of luxury without having to do anything and never realizing she was a pawn, discarded from the very beginning. So she chose to blame me. Blame me for my heterochromia. Blame me for my very existence.
Okay, so
But I
she
won't
didn't do that to his eyes.
Because I know it won't change.
But she did try
She was incapable
to do
of
something
loving
to
me.
his eyes.
Just as she is incapable of loving herself.
Have you been brainwashed by that dog? Keeping up the act of being some magnanimous and forgiving fool?
Don't compare us. I've simply come to understand love or hate. I make my own choices, and they have nothing to do with anyone else.
She sold you to the Ravenlock family for a huge sum of money. She used that money to start a new life without you. While she was indulging herself, you were going through hell in the Ravenlock Manor. Does it not torment you? Do you not feel the hatred? Do you not want to demand answers? Kill her. Only by killing her can you be truly free.
For a long time, I thought the same way. But now, well, I want to make a different choice.
Stop lying to yourself. You never had a choice. This weak-minded thinking will only lead you to failure. Like before, you'll be nothing but a worm, trampled into the dirt by those so-called elites. Do you still not get it? This is how the world is, and always has been. Hesitate and you'll be the victim. If you don't grab your knife first, you'll end up being on the other end of the blade. If you want to change anything, you must first become the one who makes the rules. Just like that woman. The only reason she could treat us that way was because we were weak. So listen to me. Find that woman, kill her, and prove to this world your strength! It's what she deserves! Why forgive them? They don't deserve it.
I swear to God, if they make us fight his inner demon,
Or rather,
I'm gonna laugh at the irony of the whole fighting your inner demons thing.
you know, perhaps the person I hate the most, the one I truly cannot forgive, has never been someone else, but rather my weak, powerless past self who could do nothing but hide inside a closet and cry. I hate myself for having neither the strength nor the courage to resist. I hate myself for begging for so-called familial love, even after being treated so terribly. I hate that despite the pain of my wounds, I still hope to receive the carrot and not the stick. And that me is you, correct? So, I forgive you. I forgive myself.
Aw, damn.
You'll regret this, fool. Your pretty words mean nothing. You will ultimately return here to me.
Good for him. Okay, is it for real this time?
I see. This is still an illusion.
Okay, nope. He's still fighting his inner
I wonder
demons.
who's going to show up this time.
Brother? Oh no.
Hugo, let's play hide and seek. I'm already hiding. You'll find me, right? Like you always do.
Serena.
That's a doll.
You're looking in the wrong place. I found an even better hiding spot this time. Harder to find than any place you showed me. Hey, Hugo. Do you ever wonder why I had to die?
Oh shit.
It was
This man. This poor man.
That's right. It was because of you. It's all your fault.
Why wasn't the milk getting attention? Because it was acting too spoiled. Hi, Kawaii. Welcome. Thank you for the lurky.
Still looking in the wrong spot. I can't believe you still haven't found me after all this time. Have you forgotten about me?
I haven't forgotten.
It's okay. I'll forgive you. I'll still be nice to you, just like before. I was the only one who was ever nice to you, wasn't I?
Yes.
Then tell me, why do good people always suffer? Why is kindness always punished instead? Tell me, Hugo, why? Hugo, are you lost? Go back the way you came. I left you a surprise there.
Damn.
I told you that you would eventually return.
We meet again, my friend.
I told you, I am you. The side of you that you've always tried to deny existed.
Of course. I know. This time it's about Serena. Right?
Yes, your half-sister. And the only child in the Ravenlock family who was kind to you. Unfortunately, it was her kindness that led to her untimely death.
It was my fault.
I don't like the way you blame yourself. Because that means I'm to blame as well. And I don't think I did anything wrong. Your mother sold you to the Ravenlocks. And your father, he saw your talent and wanted to use you to push the other children into competing with each other.
My brothers and sisters wanted to get rid of me from the moment they first saw me.
In their eyes, you were no more than a slave. But Serena dared to treat you, a slave, as if you were human. And so, she was fated to die.
They tried to kill me many times, but I was careful, and they did not succeed.
So they killed Serena, who was weaker, an easier target, and pinned everything on you. Serena died in your place. Those cruel brats thought that by reporting this to Father, they could use it to get rid of you, a rival who threatened their positions. Yet, not only did Father not blame you for the incident, he praised you for it.
In this world, only the ruthless, cruel, and merciless can stand at the top.
Man, he's got one fucked up backstory.
Up to, no. You found a perfect opportunity thereafter to catch the ringleader of the group who framed you and almost beat him to death. Oh, you should have seen the expression on your face back then. Oh, crazed and manic with utmost delight.
I don't remember that.
Here trying to deny your desires. Deep
Oh
down
man.
inside, you've always wondered, asking yourself why these evil people never got the punishment they deserved. Why the world is so unfair. Don't you want to rip them to shreds? Just like that day when you beat that boy's face into the dirt until he was barely recognizable. His disgusting blood staining your fists. Recall your exhilaration, your cathartic release of rage, that outpour of hatred. That victory belongs to you. You deserve it.
Those brothers and sisters of mine are all dead. I cannot take revenge against the long deceased.
They died by Hartman's hand. Dying in the power struggle to become the Ravenlock family's heir, rather than by our scythe.
Boring. I find it hilariously ironic. Children who would murder their own kin for scraps of power dead at the hand of their uncle who followed their example. Is that not karma? Power struggles pitting kin against each other, betrayal, suspicion, and hatred between people of the same blood. It's like a curse written into the Ravenlock family's genes. Laughably stupid.
Don't forget, my dear, that the same blood flows through your veins.
That's right, my dear nephew. No matter how much you deny it, the blood of the Ravenlock family flows through your veins.
Damn, Hugo really going through it.
Survival of the fittest. Only the strongest deserve
Having to
live.
remember all these shitty
Only
people.
the strongest deserve to rule.
Having to listen to his inner demon just yap at him endlessly.
That has led the Ravenlock family to victory countless times. A blessing and a curse etched into your flesh and blood. As long as you live, you'll never escape the mark of family. You are destined to one day become someone like me, like your father.
Is that fear I sense? I can see you trembling. Why does the Ravenlock bloodline terrify you so?
I won't become like my father. Never.
You won't become a failure like him. So relax. Our power eclipses him, and so does our ambition. So, do not deny your own desires. Do not resist your own ambition. This is the talent you were born with. The best gift fate has ever given you. Admit it. Deep within your heart lies a spark, yearning to ignite a raging inferno that will burn everything down. And I am that spark.
Is it for real this time, or are we still stuck in here?
Lyra.
Nope.
Never thought I'd be this genuinely thankful to see
It's
her.
not him. Not really.
Seeing you means This never-ending nightmare is
Nope.
finally over.
Still in the nightmare. Right? Nope. The right is exactly why you're still stuck. Oh, fuck, bro. His one friend.
I don't want to hear something like that from you. You have no idea what that man, my father, is really like.
A person who stops at nothing for their own interests and ambitions. Just like what you're doing right now.
And what do you think I'm doing this for?
All of this was part of your plan. You knew where the Ravenlock family was going to be, so you set Mockingbird's target there. To seek revenge, you plotted to assassinate your own father, but he was too vigilant, and you failed. After almost being assassinated, your father was furious and locked everyone in the hall, but was unable to find the assassin.
And what a coincidence that a hollow disaster just occurred in the vicinity. So he used it to eliminate all the unfamiliar faces there, turning them into victims of the hollow, an easy feat for the Ravenlock family. So, the one who killed innocents was my father, not me.
You knew what choice an extremist like him would make, and you used the chaos to once again attempt an assassination.
David, are
This
you
time
still
you
here?
Succeeded. You killed your own father.
Do you know if I'm close to the
at
end?
the cost of innocent lives. Admit it, Hugo. You don't care about anyone else. The only thing you care about is your revenge. How is that any different from your father?
Enough. I'm tired. I may hate him for betraying me, but he wouldn't say something like that.
What?
You aren't Lycon.
Mm-hmm. My inner demon.
Hidden deep within my heart. I've been waiting for you, my dear.
It seems you've already grown accustomed to this place, even turning the tables on me.
Just as you said, you are me, and I am you. There's no such thing as having an advantage over oneself. We are ultimately one and the same, forever inseparable.
Then you should know what I want to say. When you and Lycon split, you didn't even try to clear up the misunderstanding, didn't deny or argue against what he said. Because you realized that deep down, he was right about you. You just hadn't acted on it yet. Some people live only to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes, murder is what brings justice back into this world.
For that, I must stain these hands in blood.
That's right. Just like what you said before you faked your death. Were those words really just an act? To slay the dragon, you must first become one with sharp claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything. You know the truth better than anyone. If you hadn't hesitated and instead seized the first opportunity to kill your father, none of what followed would have happened. Innocent civilians wouldn't have died. Your partner wouldn't have lost an eye and both legs trying to save people. And Mockingbird would have never gotten to that point. You can save more people. Save good people. Save more lives than the evil ones you take.
countless hours in regret over that incident.
So why not submit to your true nature? You want to be the judge, jury, and executioner of this world. And you can.
I wasn't responsible for Father's death. The true mastermind is my uncle, Hartman. His schemes to kill the head of the family were all so he could take control. Mockingbird was simply unlucky enough to get caught up in it. So, for a behemoth like the Ravenlock family, with its roots so deep, a single person's death, regardless of who that person is, wouldn't change anything. Of course, whether it's Tops, the Mayflower family, or even the entire world, it's actually all the same. I refuse to be dragged down by pointless hatred any longer.
You foolish, stubborn idiot. Do you understand the power of hatred? Have we not come this far precisely because of it? Or are you going to follow Lycon and Jack's twisted logic? Come on. You don't actually trust anyone? Otherwise, why would you hide this whole scheme of faking your death from them? You've built an impenetrable wall around your heart, keeping everyone out. Of course you are right to do so. No one in this world can be trusted. Always. All you'll receive is hatred from your own blood and no love. Suspicion from your companions, and betrayal that comes all too easily. But the most ridiculous thing is that you want them to trust you. You stay silent and long for them to notice your suffering. You yearn for your companion's understanding and trust. Idiot. That's why you are incapable of exploiting them for your own ends. You care about their safety even more than your own. But remember, only the weak need companions. And we are children born from hatred. We are different from them. I will never be like them, and I don't need to be. Come, let me show you what powers we can wield.
But you are me, and I'll never lose to myself.
I'm totally gonna have to fight my inner demons, aren't I? I made a joke about it earlier, and now we're actually gonna have to do it, aren't we? Oh my god. All right. Let's see what you got. Oh goodness.
All the injustice you've suffered. If you choose to forgive, you're betraying yourself. You know that.
Letting you consume me would be the real betrayal to myself.
Out of my way. You're just afraid to admit it. too scared to face your true self and what you truly desire. Trying to run, are we? I have you now. Are you trying to kill me? You think you can just get rid of me? Without me, you are nothing.
For what it's worth, thank you.
This
Don't
kind of
be
reminds me
afraid.
of that scene
You and
in
I are
Spider-Man.
inseparable. You're part of me, just as I am
from
part
home.
of you.
Fancy words won't change anything.
No. It's not just platitudes. I finally understand now. Some pain only fades when it's seen, when it's accepted. So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore. Weakness, hatred, malice, strength, forgiveness, justice.
Yeah, the one with against Mysterio.
Hugo, it's time. Hugo. Hugo, you...
Did I scare you? I made it through. I won. No praise for me, my dearest partner.
Damn. I was hoping he would hug him or something. Shit.
This is...
You can't give us a little
what I
something?
saw in my dream.
Smooch on the forehead, right? Like, come on now.
Ah, my former partner. You're still as punctual as ever.
Are you sure you're fully recovered?
How about we fight? And I'll show you how recovered I am.
I refuse to fight someone who is in need of medical attention.
It's a chocolate. He gave him a chocolate.
How thoughtful. I'm touched. Or perhaps is this simply part of Victoria Housekeeping's professional care?
I'd rather you not starve to death. Not to your liking. I'm fairly certain this is the same kind as before.
Oh.
I've just gone too long without food. It feels a bit uncomfortable. Either way, thank you.
Now tell me, what exactly happened in the warehouse?
Just going a bit crazy from... you know what? Were you expecting anything else? But... I did have a very long dream. A dream about many things from the past. If I had to put it into words, it would be like giving myself psychological therapy. You seem like you could benefit from some too. How about it? Want to book a session with me? Trust me, I'm a pro.
Seems you really have recovered.
Well, of course. I'm feeling pretty great right now. Like I could argue with you all day on every petty detail of who exactly was in the wrong back then.
I wanted to ask what you said about Mockingbird before, when you faked your death. Was that part of the act?
Oh, you mean the part about how Mockingbird has never really changed anything or saved anyone. I didn't expect you to still be so hung up on this. Interesting. After all, it was you who chose to betray Mockingbird. To betray me.
Just as I said before, I never considered Mockingbird a failure. Perhaps Mockingbird deviated from its origins, but it has its value. You shouldn't reject the things you've done. Or Mockingbird.
I have contemplated this before. Yes, Mockingbird has helped some people and has genuinely managed to cause trouble for those who abuse their positions of power for evil. Yet those in high positions still possess immense resources, and the people we helped remain destitute and suffering, willing to become slaves to those in power for scraps. But just as you said, even if what we did was childishly idealistic and flawed, as little as we actually achieved, even the slightest change is by no means meaningless. Nothing holds more value to me than Mockingbird.
Except for you. Now give him a kiss.
All right, let's catch up later. I still have things to do and need to wrap up my plan.
I thought you would rest up first.
As much as I would prefer that. My dear uncle and the Exaltus fanatics likely would not give me such an opportunity. If all has gone to plan, the fish will have taken the bait already. And if everything goes very well, I'll soon have solid evidence of the Ravenlock family's crimes. Well then, thank you for your assistance, former partner. Let's part ways here.
I'll go with you.
Lycon, surely you don't think that because I just recovered, I'm too weak to deal with those useless fools.
Hartman's actions will disturb the safety of New Eridu. As I serve the mayor, I should intervene.
Very well, whatever. Let's go. And don't...
So, is this what happened before he came and saved us? Or like where's this fit in timeline-wise? Or did he save us and then come here and lock himself in? Oh, he's working with the mayor?
I'm sure you've heard about the missing workers from companies under the Ravenlock family, too. Those are Ravenlock's men. The workers with them are the victims who were tricked into going into the Hollow.
Come on, let's get them out of here.
Now Bonsai's playing the fucking toy.
Bunch of nobodies. Annoying as hell. Kill them!
You're welcome to try. More workers here. And
Is Hartman behind this, too?
of course. He threw them into the Hollow like offerings for the Exaltists.
There's more over there. Let's hurry.
It's different this time. Don't rush in. Let's listen in on what they're saying first. I still need more direct evidence to ensure the plan is absolutely foolproof.
The compensation you promised. It's all real, right? All we have to do is follow you into the Hollow for some simple tasks, and you'll give us a huge sum of dennies. Sounds real suspicious.
Shut your trap. You keep yapping and asking questions. If this is all so suspicious, why were you so eager to sign up for it?
Okay, Alejandro.
Because I don't have a choice. My daughter was previously caught in the Hollow disaster and suffered severe corruption. The treatment costs have completely drained our family's savings. So that's why...
It's the same for me. A serious illness at a senior age. I need the money.
Who would risk taking a job like this unless they were desperate?
I think that was Alex, and then that's Harumasa.
How suspicious. As long as I can get paid, I'll do anything. Even risk my life.
they got all the VAs doing the NPCs real quick.
From the Ravenlock family. You're part of a big company in Tops. You wouldn't go back on your word, right?
Don't worry, you'll get every denny you were promised. But before
Except
we
that
start,
guy. I don't know who that guy is.
You all need to take this medicine first.
Bro, should we really be doing this already?
These workers keep talking. We're wasting time like this. And the sooner they take it, the sooner it'll be over. Consider it an early release for them.
What? You didn't say anything about having to take pills before.
Yeah.
Look, this is good stuff, all right? It'll increase your ether aptitude. There's tons of people who'd kill for something like this.
Exactly! You'll be working in the Hollow for several hours. This is essential medication. You have to take it before we continue. If you refuse, then you can forget about the job. Of course, you won't receive the compensation either.
Lycon, what are you doing?
Rescuing those workers, of course. There's clearly something off about those pills. We can't let them take them.
Now is not the right time. As I said, we need more evidence to ensure the plan works.
And as I said many years ago, you can't exploit innocence to achieve your goal.
So that's how you see it.
If that's not what you want me to think, then explain everything to me.
All right. It's a little complicated, but simply put, these workers will be fine. Of course, it's your choice to trust me or not. But if you try to rush in, I will stop you.
I trust you.
Damn.
All right. That's the evidence. Now we can go and beat them into the ground as much as you want.
Don't forget, you owe me an explanation. Also, don't overdo it and kill them. Even if they're the worst of the Ravenlock family.
All right, Your Holiness, Saint Lycon.
Who the hell are you?
Why don't you take a guess?
We're the ones here to stop you.
Can't remember the last time we worked this well as a team. Your legs? How are they feeling? Order and Magnus death.
I'm fine.
To be honest, I think I prefer the way you used to fight. You had a lot more aggression.
I've merely learned to control my strength.
Scram before I get angry.
God damn it! Who the hell are you? How dare you mess with the Ravenlock family?
Ravenlock. Savor the name while you can, for it will soon cease to exist.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means exactly what I said. I think this might be good for you. Sever your ties while you can. You still have a chance to walk your own path.
The family's honor comes above all else.
Is that really what you think? I saw the compassion on your face just now. You're not from the main family, right? That's why you were assigned to these trivial tasks. But in reality, there's no need for you to keep playing this boring game for them.
I don't have a choice. From the moment I was born into the Ravenlock family,
You always have a choice, if you're willing to act. All right, let's end the small talk here.
Alrighty then.
Don't worry, Lycon. I didn't hit them too hard, just enough to keep them quiet.
How's that? My acting's pretty good, right?
As always, a certain someone should take some lessons from you. I'll leave the rest to you then.
Okie dokie.
Damn.
Okay, now can you tell me exactly what's going on here?
As you can see, that worker just now was actually an informant of mine. The pills were swapped out with vitamin tablets. Outside of this batch, some workers have already taken the actual substance Hartman has. But rest assured, the antidote for it is already in development. I found the best in the field to help, and with the data I collected before, we should have results soon.
I wanted to ask. The reason you decided to lock yourself in a room and endure the effects of the drug, besides getting evidence, it was also to collect data on this drug in order to create an antidote, correct?
It seems you're not completely beyond hope.
I thought you were just being stubborn.
Damn.
Sometimes I wonder if you know me at all.
Then, I have one last question. Why did you never tell me any of this back then?
The truth is, I heard everything. That entire conversation between you and Jack. Before he passed away in that small attic. When Jack called you aside and gave you those warnings.
When he told me you might go down the wrong path?
That's right.
You never said anything.
What would I even do? Scream and rage over your suspicions, or get on my knees and beg for you to trust me? You know there's no way I'd allow myself to do such a thing. Besides, back then, even I was confused about myself.
Jack, he...
It's all in the past. You don't need to explain anything to me. Enough. We should get going. If we're going to reminisce over the past, we should find a more suitable location. Lycon? That incident back then. I didn't do it. It was a scheme Hartman devised to take over the family. It was Hartman who killed my father, too. I only discovered the truth long after the fact. I did indeed attack my father, and I thought he was dead. But he wasn't. I couldn't kill him. And even before that, if I hadn't hesitated, none of what followed would have happened. Even now, I still think they deserve death. But I no longer care to personally deliver that fate. They're beneath me. And I have more important things to do.
You?
I know we may never agree on that point, Lycon. I once wanted to fight against those ugly truths that defined me, but I discovered that the more I rejected them, the more painful it became. So, I could only accept that crazed, hateful, and malicious side of myself. As long as I know I will never become like my father, like Hartman, that is enough for me.
You've changed, but I think that might be a good thing.
Don't patronize me. You've changed a lot too, compared to before. I still disagree with Jack's words, and I won't forgive your betrayal. I will walk the path I believe is right, even if I must tread over thorns and through the mud. But I will also allow you to walk your own path, Lycon.
Should I say thank you?
You're welcome. Come to think of it, we haven't talked about your legs and eye.
It was just an accident, not your fault. I'm doing well now. I hope you are too. On the contrary, perhaps I should be the one apologizing. I misjudged you. I used to think you wanted power, that everything you did was for your own ambitions. I thought you wanted the power to pass judgment on all in this world, like a god.
I am a god. I am my own god. Or you could say that in this world, everyone is their own god. There are many things that we are powerless to change. But there are also many choices we can make, just as I said before. I am the only one who can kill me or save me.
I'm glad you think that way.
Let's go. I still have one last thing to do, to witness the end of Ravenlock.
You really think you can take my place if I
Yeah,
die?
okay.
Never, you filthy bastard! Your little tricks mean nothing. As long as the
So while we
Ravenlock
were running
family
around,
stands,
they were
I
doing
can
all
still
that.
Get back on my feet.
Now we're back to the present.
You still don't get it, do you? This was never about avenging my father. And I don't care about taking your place. I didn't come this far just to kill you. That'd be pathetic. Right on cue. Why don't you take a look at this, Uncle?
On behalf of TOPS, I'd like to clarify that we had no involvement in the Ravenlock family's actions. TOPS is officially terminating all partnerships with the Ravenlock family, effective immediately. We will have no further affiliation with them.
Who's this guy?
Are you
Show me the whole
crazy?
face.
What the
You
hell
can't
do you
just
get
show
out of
that.
ruining the Ravenlocks? You want to be a petty thief forever?
Thief? Oh, Uncle. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm the name people whisper about. The one who robs the rich and gives to the poor. I'm the master con artist who can fool anyone, anytime. I'm the leader of Mockingbird. The one who turns every headline into my own stage. I have friends who'd catch me if I fall, partners who'd shed tears for me, and allies who always have my back. I am Hugo Vlad. You're the one who needs the Ravenlock name. I never did.
You ungrateful bastard! You should have never been born.
You flatter me. Same goes for you, Uncle.
Damn, we left by speedboat?
You've done well, Vivian.
You had better give me an explanation.
Bonsai.
And here I thought this would be a touching reunion. What's
I
with all
mean
the
it.
anger?
Hugo, I'm a member of Mockingbird too. And I mourned your death.
Listen, Vivian.
Don't you look at me
I
like
don't
that. You
want
were trying to be a
or
jerk.
the people you cherish to get caught up
I
in
saw
danger
you.
because of me. I've always been selfish, so I don't hesitate to use you all as variables in my plans. But it is because I am selfish that I also don't want my failures to affect my treasured companions. In any case, if you were in the same position, would you not make the same decisions? Lycon's taking care of everything outside. We should go. Also, Belle, thank you. And I'm sorry for the whole act where I threatened you. It was the only way for Hartman to drop his guard against you and leave you be. I, Hugo Vlad, am forever indebted to you.
Lycan was like, I noticed that whenever you threatened Belle, you never actually
Master
pointed a blade at
Although
her.
it is late, there is some important intel
So what the
that I
fuck's
must give you
really
now.
going on?
So, Lycon, you knew about Hugo's plan to fake his death?
I was simply playing along. After all, I could not determine whether Hugo's plan would pose a threat to you. You are a student of the mayor's late friend, and I am obligated to protect you.
You still have that habit of finding awkward excuses when you're embarrassed.
Mr. Hugo Vlad, if you have any important intelligence to share, please do so with haste. I need to return to rest before midnight.
You two sure are close.
For the sake of a certain old fossil's sleep schedule, I'll keep it brief. I learned from Camille that Dina intends to embed the sacrifice core into the sacrifice. Apparently, it will make the sacrifice much stronger. Sacrifices created this way will not retain their minds and will indiscriminately attack all living beings, including their creator. So the Exaltists don't do this. It would bring them no benefit. But Dina's concoction can control people's minds. If a person takes the pill and is injected with the serum Landon left behind, the sacrifice would be under its creator's control. Although the dormant sacrifice has been destroyed, Dina found a batch of that serum her father created and wants to create new sacrifices.
Great.
Never mind the sacrifice. Hartman's sacrifice core is a fake. We don't know where the real one's gone.
The real core has always been here.
Been here.
Here?
In the video store?
Vivian, do you remember when I suggested you give that collectible to our dear Proxy?
What collectible?
I remember. But that was just an ordinary pendant. And I've met the person who submitted it. She has absolutely no connection to the Exaltists.
How about our dear Proxy take out that pendant so we can take a look?
Yeah, I don't remember this pendant, but okay.
I'll take your surprised expressions as a compliment for my little trick. I will hand over
Lycan's
this
like, oh
core
my
to the
god,
mayor
this
as
bitch.
agreed, since he fulfilled his promise to protect Vivian and the manager while I was pretending to be dead. I won't go back on my promises.
No wonder the mayor would promote rhetoric favorable to Mockingbird. I can't believe I thought he was actually being sincere.
Wait. Did they give us this pendant, like, way back at the auction? Because I feel like I remember getting an item during the auction. But there's no shot it was that the core way back then, right?
All we have to do now is stop Dina from using innocent people to make more sacrifices.
Yes, and we need to destroy the last batch of Landon's serum.
Hopefully with no options left, Dina will give up her obsession.
All right, that's the important stuff. I'm going to go and confirm where Landon's serum's been stashed. I'll contact you again once I have something.
These cats and that fucking toy. See, okay, for backstory, this toy, right? The track with the ball in it that they spin the ball around and around. Well, we've had it for, gosh, so long. Since before we moved here, right? And the thing is when we moved here, Bonsai popped the ball out of the track and the ball went missing. We hadn't seen it for, like, years. Like, this toy has been sitting here waiting for me to find the ball for so long. And whenever we were throwing out furniture the other day, I finally found the ball. So I put it back in, and now they're going crazy. Yeah, I don't, it's like, yes, the kind with the scratch pad in the middle. They love it so much. And like Hazel goes to town, but she can't, like, I don't know if she just doesn't know how or if she's not strong enough or what, but she doesn't ever pop the ball out. Bonsai straight grabs that shit and pulls it out the toy and then is disappointed because now he can't play with the toy anymore. But the last time he did it, he knocked the ball away and it got lost and I couldn't find it anywhere. Apparently it was somehow in the couch because once we took the couch apart, that was where I found it. But I swear I had looked under the couch whenever I first looked for the ball way forever ago when we lost it. I was convinced it was gone, that we would never find it again. Like, we were preparing to throw the toy away whenever we were chucking all that stuff. And then I found the ball and I was like, damn, guess we're keeping the toy. Yeah, see, I have other, like, little... I have other balls that they like to play with, but none of them are the right size for the track to where it's hard for them to pop it out, you know? So... yeah. Yeah, ours still used the scratch pad too. That's why I left it there, even though the ball had been missing for so long. I left it because they still like would sit on it or use the scratch pad. But I couldn't believe it when I found the thing. So we're still going. Where are we going? I don't know. But we gotta be getting close to the end, right? Yeah. We're on this one. Okay. But yeah, the toy has been without the ball for like at least a couple years. Like genuinely, we lost it so long ago. I don't even remember when it got, whenever it like first got lost. And we need to replace the scratch pad that's in it, so I was prepared to just straight toss the whole thing. And buy a new one, but, you know.
Landon's stash
not
should be
anymore.
Somewhere nearby. I did some digging. Some of the missing workers were brought here too.
They didn't even make me make a team because they made it for us.
Dina's getting ready to make her move.
Don't worry, we'll clear them out.
Damn.
They're trying to destroy the goods. Stop them!
We need to take care of the guards first.
Understood.
Some of the serum is stored in this warehouse.
You're not taking anything from here.
Before I get angry.
I'm part of it.
Hugo, get the guards first.
Let the party begin.
You just stepped into your own grave.
Fools.
Prepare to kneel before me.
I'll take you.
Notice me. Lord
Time to hunt.
Yours truly, Mockingbird.
Stay calm now.
Where are you looking? Fool.
More of Landon's serum survives than expected. Fortunately, since they're still here, it means Dina hasn't executed the final step of her plan.
There's likely a lot more stashed around here, and we have yet to locate the missing
You have
people.
98
Our
pulls?
actions here won't go unnoticed. Perhaps they're making
Bro.
plans to deal with us on their side.
What?
With Landon and Dina's concoctions combined, she may be capable of creating a sacrifice that obeys her. If it comes to that. This will get far more trouble.
I guess the few times you've been playing, you just
How about we
saved.
split up? Hugo and Lycon will destroy what remains of the substance around here, and Vivian and I will go search elsewhere.
Very well. Let's go with your plan. But be careful if you encounter Dina and her people. According to Camille, she's absolutely obsessed with completing her father's dying wish. Who knows what she may try? Let's part ways here for now. And perhaps the other manager could use Eos to guide us.
Sure.
Sure. I've been feeling better these past few days, so just follow me.
It's only now that I realize how fortunate we are to have two Lord Faithins.
Although, I feel like our work's doubled. In the past, Belle and I would only ever work on the same route.
Greater power means more responsibility. And in any case, I'm sure the mayor would be able to provide double compensation. He's a very generous person, after
You almost
all.
hit 200. Bruh. Yeah, I think you got it.
Request additional compensation from the mayor.
Compensation is just one aspect. It's one thing with Belle being in the Hollow in person, but now with us working on separate routes, I can't help but worry even more for her safety. Oh, but I trust in your abilities. I'm just not quite used to this.
Aw, I like him specifying that. He's like, I'm not trying to say you guys can't protect her or like she's not strong enough to handle it. I just am not used to us doing it this way, so I can't help but worry about my sister.
This is the future I saw. Lord Pathan.
Even if you're pushed to pity, it'll be your guaranteed you'll win.
I'm sorry. This time,
Well, not guaranteed because you don't have guaranteed, but like I'm saying you are going to